trust me, come with a real, he hit in the front, so you get my meals, I'm gunning for the money, money in the bank, coming with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with a rock like Pippin. Yeah, I'm okay.
Fix the cameras, all right? How about that? What up, though? Welcome to the Mini Heavyweights Live on Woodsports.com. He's joined by
Look at that guy.
I'm Chris, Nicholas Koloff, a.k.a. Microwave Nick. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Victory Monday is ours! We told that cousin. We told his following.
We did.
By 100.
By 100. It was not 100.
No, we were off by, what, 82?
Well, yeah. Off by a little bit, but you got the job done.
Completed the AFC South sweep.
Yeah, good dub for the Lions.
You know what I'm saying? I saw something. I think it's Detroit Lions on tap. I meant to send this, actually. So the point differential between the Detroit Lions and the entirety of the AFC South is 149 to 50. 149 points from one team to four other teams, 50.
I mean, that's how you do it. That's how you do it right there. It was a good old-fashioned ass whooping. Obviously, the Colts. I will give the Colts defense some credit. They were making some plays, man. They're flying around.
Yep.
They stopped the run at the beginning of the game for a little bit, and then they kind of the Lions got it going. So, the Colts defense made it a closer game than it should have been.
No, the Colts they put up a little bit of a fight, man. Aren't
they just so cute? Those Colts, you put up a good fight, you little scamp.
It's crazy, though, like the situation we were in yesterday where it's a 24-6 game, or even before than a 21-6 game, and you're like, fuck, man, this is close.
Yeah.
like life has been that good as a Detroit Lions fan that you're up 21-6, like, it's closer than I like it to be, man.
Might have to sweat this one out. 21-point game. Geez. Yeah, a 3-score game is just a little too close for us, but we'll take it.
Obviously, all Detroit Lions show for you guys. And I should start with this because it's not on the prep sheet because it kind of broke before we made the show sheet. Jameson Williams.
After.
No charges. Yeah, there's after. Good catch.
Yeah.
No charge for Jameson Williams. Wayne County will not be charging Jameson Williams. It's a fucking beautiful 2024. You start the year off with a playoff win, the Detroit Lions. You have a Kendrick and Drake beef. The season goes on. The Tigers, the Cardiac Cats, go on one hell of a fucking historic run to make the playoffs, win a playoff series, and the Detroit Lions season continues on. And now this, Jameson Williams, no charges. It's been a fucking year, bro.
Hey, you love to see it. Shout out to snitch-ass Channel 7.
Shout out.
Bunch of bums over there trying to get J-Mo in trouble.
You are trash!
They did their investigation as hashtag snitch7, said Shift God OTC. They did their investigation. They realized that the proper channels were met, and J-Mo won't be facing any charges for the guns. So, thanks a lot, Channel 7. Way to just bring up old shit for no reason.
Yeah, that was whack. That honestly was whack. Even if your target was the police department, I feel like there's so many more. I guess that would have been the biggest way to get it out there, to be fair. I could see it. J-Mo's a magnet of a name, but I don't know, man. Do your job. You can do it without fucking harassing this kid and what he's got going on.
It's true.
Just coming off a suspension, doing that shit, that was unnecessary. But it is what it is. Hashtag snitch7.
Hashtag snitch7.
There is some hot dog suit drama we will address.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, if you're watching for the first time, every Friday we do a pick'em. All right, the loser of said pick'em comes in Monday and they wear the hot dog suit.
They do.
We have a four-way tie.
Four-way tie going into Monday Night Football.
And the losers.
Yes.
Is between you,
me,
based off score, so you got your picks fine, or Chris, if the Chargers lose tonight against the Ravens.
Yeah, everybody took the Ravens except for Chris. So if the Ravens win tonight, Chris is in the suit. If the Ravens lose tonight, I'm in the suit.
Yeah, and it's by score, right, is the reason why. I thought I was actually the closest of our scores, but I was the most off on the Lions score, right? That's what has me where.
No, you'll be
or is it
out.
just because
you'll
of the
be
wrong?
off because of picks.
Just because of the wrong.
Yeah,
okay,
if I lose, it'll be because of score.
Okay, yeah.
But if you lose, it's because
I think I was the most accurate of the Lions score.
Yeah, I did have him winning by 82.
That's a little Chris.
What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Well, no, I just want to take my victory lap so I can. I think I had the best. I think I had the best score. Not for what it's worth, but yeah,
it's worth nothing.
Yeah,
I didn't know what he said.
It's all.
What was he trying to say?
He's bragging about having the closest score.
of the Lions
for the
game.
Lions game.
You were
Wicked
why are you
smart.
the way you are?
I don't know, dude. The
Why do
guy,
you like that?
Just terrible.
Wicked smart.
Some people just can't help it, man. Some
I'm a
people just born that
genius.
way. Water in the ears. I'm
Genius.
messing with you. I do have some breaking news for Detroit Lions, though. It's not great news. Dan Campbell at the podium, and he expressed that he is worried for Raymond, Taylor Decker, and Carlton Davis being available for this Thursday's game against the Chicago Bears.
No, God,
That's
please,
Justin,
no,
Coach
no.
Justin Rogers from the Dan Campbell press conference. Smitty, any reaction to that one? You want to save that for a segment?
I mean, I'm not really too worried about it. The only one that actually concerns me is Khalif Raymond. He might actually have to miss some serious time, but Decker and Carlton Davis. Decker came back in the game. Carlton Davis was on the bike on the sideline. So if they got to miss Thanksgiving, yeah, it sucks, but I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about their health when it comes to the playoffs. And
I'm a little bit
It'll be
worried
fine.
about Decker's. I mean, I'm with you on Raymond, by the way. He left the game in the boot. That's not a good
No.
sign ever. But I do feel like, obviously, he's part of the offense when we need him to be, but like he's also, we have Maurice Alexander, who showcased a hell of a fucking resume as a kick returner. As long as he doesn't fumble, I think we should be good in that department. But the only thing that makes me nervous about the Taylor Decker situation is when he talked about it yesterday, he's like, yeah, just a little MCL, a little ankle. It's the same ankle I hurt last year, so I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm like, that sounds all bad, bro.
I mean, that's
A little MCL. You don't just nonchalantly like, oh, a little. I mean, I guess I told my MCL, kept dancing all night. So I feel good. Get the fuck out of my face. But
look good, but you got no time.
he's not dancing at a fucking
Squabbling.
wedding.
No.
He's squabbling up.
He's also not easy. He's
Hey, yo,
a
relax,
professional
son.
athlete.
Hey, come on, dog. Wait, why we gotta do all that? Relax.
This is.
Yeah,
he's
we'll
also
do it.
not you
Jeez.
stupid fuck.
You're right, because I kept going,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
no, so did he. He came back in the game.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about Decker long term. I'm not worried about Carlton Davis long term. I am worried about Khalif Raymond long term. Those two guys, if they don't play against Chicago, it's not the end of the world. I still expect to win, but I think they'll both be fine going forward. Like Dan Campbell says it all the time, when you're getting into the playoffs and it comes down to this time of the year, nobody's 100% healthy. So these little nicks, these little bruises, they're things you got to gut out. And Taylor Decker's done it before. I expect him to do it again. If he's got to miss a week, he's got to miss a week, but he'll be back.
Yeah, maybe I should go and like do the homework on it. But the one thing I don't enjoy about the Thanksgiving Day games is these past 2 years, we're coming up against opponents, divisional opponents, that I feel like we were better than. Like I felt like we were better than the Packers last year.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're definitely better than the Bears right now. But they do they do give us problems. They are divisional opponents. Things get wonky in those situations regardless anyway. I mean, the Steelers were crushing everybody and they just lost to the Browns. You know what I'm saying? Like division games are like that. Every year now, consecutively, at least these past 2 years, last year they faced us was like all of our interior offensive line missing. They took advantage of that one, ended up walking away with the W. And now here we come this time. The Chicago Bears, who have historically in the Dan Campbell era have given us some problems defensively, at least. Now we're going in, no Dan Skipper, Khalif Raymond. I'm not disrespecting him that way, but he may not be there. No Carlton Davis. I don't know, man. I don't want to have a close game or bad game against the Bears, and these fucking weird fucking Chicago Bears fans gaslight themselves and believing like they're a good team or better team or on a higher trajectory.
I mean,
any of that shit.
I don't really care what they believe.
bothers me.
They can think whatever they want. We can lose this game and we're still the best team in the NFL. The injuries happen, man. It's part of the game. You play these guys later in the season normally, so you're going to deal with more injuries. So, yeah, I'm not worried about it. We're going to beat the Bears even if those guys don't play.
Easy. Come on now. It doesn't matter who plays for this Lions team. We're going to beat the Bears, especially on Thanksgiving this year. This year's different. This isn't the past. Don't worry about the injuries. It's a 10.5-point spread, even after all this injury news. You should be in no reason to be worried against this Bears team.
To be fair, brother, that's a 10.5 spread before this injury news. I'm sure that might change now.
I looked as soon as I saw that injury report. Didn't move a beat.
Yeah,
It didn't. So,
I bet it does.
But no, you can't be scared against this Bears team. Are you thinking this is a slip-up spot because of injuries?
I think the injuries help. Yeah, I really do. And I fucking hate the Bears. You guys know this. But I'm being
No.
analytical about this. This Bears team has given us problems in the past. Like, it's a pesky defense. I felt they built that team defensively to stop what we do. It's the middle of the field. They grabbed Tremaine Edmonds. Who was the other kid they got from
T.J.
Philadelphia?
Edwards.
T.J. Edwards, yeah.
T.J. Edwards. Obviously, actually, Brisker out with that concussion, so that won't hurt you as bad. They got the dog-ass cornerback, too. I don't know, man. They built that defense to attack what we do offensively, and now we're going in there on top of injuries. But they did play an overtime game. We got to check their injury report, too.
Yeah, that's a team that also, keep in mind, wasn't going against a historic offense, an all-time great offense. And this Bears team is not a prolific offense in and of itself. You can beat this Bears team by scoring 17 points. So this Lions team that averages 30 points, are they really going to hold them that far under their average to where they can't even eke out a game? I'm with you, Easy. It could be a little closer than the spread indicates, but I'm not worried about that game at all. I'm not worried about them pulling out of that game.
Yeah, Lions by 30.
At least.
It's gonna be Thanksgiving. Dan Campbell wants to win his first Thanksgiving game as Detroit Lions head coach.
I want it.
Shitty poopy Bears coming into town. They're gonna. I don't care. Carlton Davis, Schmarlton Schmavis. It doesn't matter. Lions by 30.
I'd like to be on board with you, brother. I'm not quite there yet.
Also, it was Justin Fields that was able to run all over us in the past. I feel like he was always running for at least like 120 yards against this team. And yeah, their defense was able to contain Jared Goff, but this is also like offense. What did we say? 300? 401. Yeah, exactly. So
it's offense 401 with Taylor Deckers in there. Yeah. This offense, I mean, how to look against the Texans when Taylor Decker was out.
They won the game.
But it looked great.
No.
It was the offense we knew.
But they won the game.
Your quarterback threw 5 interceptions.
Yeah, but they won the game.
They did win the game. It was a divisional game. It was just different, guys.
And the Texans are a much better team than the Bears.
Are you guys? Their Bears different.
Are the Texans a better team than the Bears?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd say
Yes.
that version of the
100%.
Texans we face were probably a little closer to the Bears, though, without Nico Collins. I get it. Listen, I'll be the bad guy. I'm not going to read the comments because I already know they're going to fucking hate on me. But like, I'm just being realistic.
I'm with you, Easy.
I am too.
A little bit.
I'm not worried about it. This team goes out there and they take care of business every week. The 1 week that's been close the past 5 weeks is when your quarterback threw 5 interceptions. I don't expect them to do that again. Lions by 20.
We got obviously break down more that Bears matchup as the week goes on. Caleb Williams definitely had a little bit of a turnaround and resurgence since the difference or offensive coordinator. I actually don't know who the new offensive coordinator is, but Shane Waldron out of there. Caleb Williams rushing a lot more. They're scoring a lot more, and these games have been close for them. Just bringing that stuff into play. We'll talk about the injuries, too, once we get back. But first, let me tell you guys about Mark White. If you live down in Indianapolis and you're having such a great fucking time over there with the Detroit Lions fans, you want to move to Detroit, become a Detroit fan because everything's good up here, call up my guy Mark White or visit him at markwhitesells.com. He'll get you a new home and save you up to $5,000 of closing costs on that new home. Visit markwhitesells.com or dial 248-290-8242. It's markwhitesells.com.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and woodwardsports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. I love Woodward sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
If you're looking for the best injury insight, make sure you go no further than Dr. Pierce on Woodward Sports. He is the injury insider every Tuesday on Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards. Powered by Michigan Sports and Spine and an MRI of Southfield. If you want more information, go to michigansportsandspine.com or call 248-426-9944. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best.
Do you got that clip, Chris, at all?
Yeah, I'm grabbing it right now.
All right,
Give me
bad.
just 1 second.
We do have the official Dan Campbell clip. I do want to listen to it, hear his tonality, I guess, when he's saying that, because we do speak Campbellese on the show. But welcome to World Heavyweights live on WorldSports.com. I'm Joe by Spimo Rex on Chris. Nicholas
Here.
Koloff, a.k.a.
Planet
Microwave
Pods.
Nick. Victory Monday. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Nick, what were you saying before break?
Yeah, we were talking about that offensive line a little bit, and if Decker is out for this game, I want to know if you guys are to the point where you want to see a different combination of offensive linemen instead of just sending Skipper out there as your left tackle.
Well, what else would you want to do?
Maybe move Sewell out there and bump one of the other guys to right, or even Skip for that matter. I just think he is turning into a liability out there as an offensive lineman, as a replacement, which maybe you don't have one, but I just want to know where you guys were at.
That's what I think it is. I think it's like you don't have one. You don't have the guy that can step in. I mean, that's how it is in this league. Like, offensive linemen are hard to come by. That's why they get paid so much goddamn money. I mean, especially this offseason. When have we ever seen this guard market? These guys are getting like $20+ million. Like, it's been insane. But I think left tackle, specifically, even right tackle, I think Skip's like what we're stuck with. And I think you could Band-Aid that typically when it's an interior offensive line, because those guys get double team help all the time. But on the outside, you're kind of you're doloed out sometimes. Those guys are rushing outside on you. So
Yeah, you can help, with chips, with running backs and tight ends and stuff like that. But you're going to be out there on an island a lot. So maybe the plan is to move Sewell to left tackle and then put someone over there. But I don't think you break up your right side of your line. I think you just put Skip at left tackle, and that's what you go with. You saw in the second half they moved the ball very well. I mean, they moved the ball fine against the Texans. They just turned it over 5 times. So you limit that, and you'll be fine.
I don't know if they moved it that well either, though.
I mean, they were moving it fine until they turned it over.
Not even then, though. We weren't really moving as well as, I guess, like what we're used to seeing. I mean,
Yeah, 'cause they
even
ended
to
up
finish out
turning
the
it
game,
over.
there were 2 field goals. Typically in Detroit Lions offensive, those are touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? I can't say they moved I have to, guess, pull up the numbers. Let me know what they did. I guess totals, like scoring all the way around. But Texas gave us fits. But again, this Bears team offensively, they don't scare me, I guess, the way the Texans did.
Lions versus Texans, you had 345 total yards, 240 passing yards, 105 rushing yards, 5.6 yards per play, and that's with 5 turnovers. You still had 19 first downs in that game with 5 turnovers.
So to put that in perspective, the Bears offense yesterday had like 400 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
and
not,
they didn't turn the ball over 5 times. Like, that plays a factor of it.
It plays a factor, but I'm saying like
pretty
we
big
weren't
factor.
moving the ball efficiently. I can't say we moved the ball efficiently against the Texans.
You can't? I don't know
you
how.
can't. No, you didn't. When you're cashing your field goals over
345 yards
touchdowns.
of total offense while you turn the ball over 5 times?
No, the Detroit Lions didn't move the football efficiently against the Texans.
Okay,
No.
that's what you believe. I think
That's what it is.
I think
That's
if
why
you-
they kicked field goals
if
in that
you
game
take
rather
out-
than
If you
scoring
take
touchdowns.
out the 5 turnovers that your offense had, you would have well over 400 yards of offense in that game. I think that's moving the ball efficiently. I think 5.6 yards per play is moving the ball efficiently. That's a first down every 2 plays.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not working in hypotheticals. I'm working in like what actually happened, and that team struggled that game. The Detroit Lions
Yes,
struggled that game
because they threw they turned the ball over 5 times.
And part of
That's
the
why
reason they
struggled.
turned that ball over 5 times, the Texas defense was on 10. They played very well. We were missing our starting left tackle.
Yes.
They were getting pressure on Jared Goff, which is 4-man rushes. Like, this is Bears defense, like it or not, as much as they're not a good team overall, it's been the offense has been pitiful for them. They're the number 1 overall pick, 3 number 1 wide receivers. I guess you can't say Rome Odunze is that yet. He doesn't have the resume. But that offense has been fucking pitiful. It's the defense has carried them through like their victories they've had this season, and that's going to be a little bit of an issue for us. I don't think we'll be able to move. as officially as we were without Taylor Decker.
I think we'll be able to do just fine. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit of a drop-off, but I'm not worried about moving the ball against the Bears even without Taylor Decker. You've got guys who can make plays. You've got playmakers throughout this lineup. And Taylor Decker or not, you're going to be able to run the ball at a high level against the Bears.
Yeah, I haven't dove into, I guess, the run defense and whatnot, too. But so if they do Monty. But we have the clip. I don't know if Dan Campbell spoke on Monty or not, but we haven't spoken about the injuries in general.
So that's tough to say. I mean, I've got the list right here. It's that's tough. I mean, I think there's probably 3 of them that I think it may be hard to get them there, but it's really a day-to-day. It really is. We're going to know a lot more about some of these guys tomorrow than we do today, and then, it's going to come down to the wire. With a number of them, that's the challenge with the short week. The good news is I think most of these are not some long-term thing, but the problem is 3 days to turn around and play. That's where it becomes a bit of an issue. So if we can't, we're prepared like we always are. Next man up. You got to hold the line, do your job, and go compete.
That's what it is. And don't take this as like doom and gloom or anything like that. I'm just saying it's not going to be a Lions by 30, Lions by 80 type of game. It's going to be an absolute dogfight. It's a division game. It's a team you've been clowning on. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown on the draft day, booing their fans. And this team has given us fits in the past couple of years, and you're missing a lot of what you got.
Yeah, it started off as I think it's an 11-point spread right now. There's definitely going to be a little movement of that because of the injuries, but I expect to go in there and take care of business on Thanksgiving against the Bears.
Nick?
Yeah, I guess the guy that I wanted to go back on this offensive line was a guy that you drafted this year that you traded up for, and he's raw as hell, and I know that, but I gotta think this guy has some more talent than
No, he's not playing.
Decker and
Manu
Manu.
is not going to play.
Brad Holmes went up and got him. I'm thinking, all right, so hypothetical, if even Skipper went down in this, is that where you throw in Manu?
No. They would
No,
they wouldn't bring in Manu.
I don't know.
Even if Skipper gets hurt.
I just think you traded up for him for a reason. Obviously, Brad saw something. Obviously, he's probably not ready yet, or else you would see him. But I don't know. I just think Skip being that 6th extra lineman is his role. But when he gets bolstered into that left tackle, it really just scares me out there, because then you see where the pressure really gets to Goff. And you saw that a lot in this game yesterday, and you saw that in the Texans game for a little bit. Yeah. So I do see where you're coming from easy, but I do think being able to run the ball to the right side, we will still be able to be efficient in this game, get back to the play action. Hopefully Skip holds up long enough if Decker's out where Goff can find his guys downfield.
I do have good news in terms of the Chicago Bears rushing defense. They're allowing the 6th most and technically tied 4th most yards per carry at 4.8 on the season.
Yeah.
Now, whether that has to do a little bit with them, the way that actually that's a bad rushing defense, straight up. Because if you do yards per carry, that's different than yards per game. You can do the context of like they're losing a lot of games. Teams are running the ball to close the clock out on them. 4.8, that's like per rush. So every time these teams get going with the ball, they're down on them. I guess I'll check the running backs per se. It could be some quarterback playing that too.
Yeah, we're going to be able to run the ball. They're going to be able to do that for sure. And you look at the second half of that Texans game, and obviously this is all if Skipper doesn't play, because that's still up in the air. He might be able to, but I'm not holding out hope for it. In the second half, you had 4 drives from the Detroit Lions, and it went touchdown, touchdown, field goal, field goal. So when they figured out how to play without Taylor Decker out there, to use those short passes, to use the running backs a little more, they were much more efficient in moving the ball and scoring touchdowns. So I think they're going to learn from that. They're not going to do these deep breaking routes or 7-step drops with Dan Skipper in there. It's going to be quick balls, quick outs, quick throws for Jared Goff, and I expect them to be just fine.
And running backs are still averaging 4.8 carries.
The secondary, I'm more worried about the secondary than I am not Taylor Decker.
In this matchup, or
in this matchup,
forward.
I said, going forward, they'll be fine. These aren't long-term injuries. Dan Campbell just said he doesn't expect them to be long-term injuries, except for maybe Khalif Raymond. That's the one you look at that maybe he's going to have to miss more time than you would expect. But looking at Terrion Arnold and Carlton Davis, you need at least one of those guys to play this week, because the Bears do have wide receivers. The Bears have DJ Moore and Keenan Allen and Rome Odunze and Caleb Williams. They had a pretty good game last week. I mean, it wasn't great, but he was making some pretty crazy throws on the run. So you'd like to Hopefully Carlton Davis can go. If I had to choose between one of them, I would choose Carlton Davis over Taylor Decker.
I know a guy who knows a guy, and Terry and Arnold will be playing this Thursday.
Good.
That's good because I'm with Spencer. The secondary is my concern, and it's a Kendall Vildor. No disrespect to him, but just PTSD, flashbacks of not good times. But I'm with Spencer because too, you got to think about this offense, and yes, you can take away an element of it, which is those deep threats to J-Mo. But again, these are Yak Kings, Amon-Ra, J-Mo, Gibbs. These are guys that make plays. Even Monty, when he is in the passing or running game, he's a guy that breaks that first tackle, breaks out maybe even the first 2 tackles. Like, these are guys that even short plays turn to long plays. This is an explosive offense. So I'm not worried about Jared Goff maybe having to get the ball off quicker. He's shown to be deliberate. He's shown to be precise and comfortable in that nature. So I'm not worried about it for this game because I think that this team is just too explosive offensively that they can make these quick slants. J-Mo can take that to the house. I'm not worried too much about it.
We saw Addison eat this Bears team alive last week. He had,
actually true.
160 yards almost. And so is that Amon-Ra St. Brown going to be getting those same looks that Addison was getting? Because he's gonna want to one up what Addison did to this defense. So the Lions have weapons, man. I'm not worried about the offense at all. The offense is going to be able to move the ball. The secondary is the concerning part for me. But if Terrion's playing, that eases my concerns. Lions by 30.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's not really the secondary is a concern because last year our secondary was a complete ass, and you still found yourself in the NFC Conference Championship game. So I feel like our offense can, that's the strength of this team is the offensive side of the ball. The defense, everything right now, it's new money. It's.
I would say this year the defense has been the strength.
I'd say when you have the number 1 offense, I mean, what you do have,
you
close
got the number 2 defense.
Yeah. They're both very, very good.
Yeah.
But the identity of this team by far has been the offense for like the past 3.5 years. I even argue that. I have comfort if that's able to run that we can still win a game because I've seen it done.
I think they're going to be able to do that regardless. Like I said, they're going to run the ball. Dan Skipper, whoever is at left tackle, they're going to run the ball, and they're going to run the ball well. And we saw in the beginning of last week against the Colts. The Colts defense, they were flying around the place. Zaire Franklin was flying in there making tackles, and we were like, oh, shit, the Lions really are not running the ball too well. And then the third drive of the game, they start chunking 8 yards, 9 yards of carry. It's only a matter of time, man. So I expect the Lions to be just fine.
No, yeah, after looking at the numbers, we'll still be able to run the ball. The thing I miss about Monty, and the thing the cadence you miss about it is Chris talking about breaking tackles. I think it's more than that. He breaks spirits.
Yeah. When
he breaks those tackles, his defense is like, God damn. Like this guy is such a son of a bitch to tackle. We knew we get his hands around him. He breaks through for either touchdown or first downs. And I think that change of pace when you're able to put Gibbs in, it just, I don't know, it just trips out the defense. It freezes them up. They have to attack the whole situation differently. They have to even maybe put up a different lineup too. Maybe you want a little bit of a heavier lineup when you have Monty in the game versus when you have Gibbs in there. Maybe you want a little bit quicker guys when you have Gibbs in there because he's so goddamn fast. But look at the Bears defense, the numbers, running back specifically. Yes, the Detroit Lions will be able to run the football. This is a victory Monday. We will talk about this Colts game. We just kind of got into the nuts and bolts of the Chicago Bears matchup, which is only in 3 days. So I don't mind having that conversation either. But Spinny, Nick, tell us about the pregame.
Woodward and Maine. Make sure you check it out on game days with insights from Detroit sports media legend Terry Foster and rising star Matt Broder. And after that, make sure you check out the New Holland Brewing Company Lions pregame show Sunday 10 a.m. to noon on Woodward Sports with Neil Rule and Sean Belegian live at Second Best Bar in Detroit for the home games. Make sure you check it out.
The countdown to kickoff is here. Your Detroit Lions are ready for another season of grit. Woodward Sports is your #1 destination for all breaking news and Lions coverage. We are Detroit's #1 sports network. We are Woodward Sports.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi experts, Woodward Sports.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the location nearest you. And catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights live on WoodSports.com. I'm joined by Spimo Rex, Chris, Nicholas
Shout out
Koloff.
the chat one time.
Let's
Shout
go.
out the chat one time.
Sided with Genius Chris, picking the right side.
With the Chargers.
Chris doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Let's be real.
I'm sorry. You've been in the suit, right?
You're on your way to the suit.
You're talking future. I'm talking past.
I'm talking like this.
You're talking hypothetical. I'm talking
present.
reality.
You're acting like a Michigan fan. Talking about the past all constant.
Oh, we're going to be talking about the future a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Boo.
fair.
Boo, Michigan.
All right, I just called you out for talking about the past, but let's talk about yesterday. Let's talk about the Detroit Lions win over the Indianapolis Colts. Shout out to the chat, the fans, Detroit Lions fans in general, though, for showing out in every single road game. I don't even know how you guys afford it. The passion to do it alone, but also like the passion enough to spend the bread. Like, you guys got it. I don't know.
It's crazy.
You guys traffic on the low. I don't know what it is. You've been saving up for this moment. But shout out to you guys. Jared Goff walking out the field to Jared Goff chants in Indianapolis. Like, that's wild stuff, man. And that's like a resurging Colts team, too. Pat McAfee thought they had a chance. Pulled up for the game, front row.
Yeah, I saw Foxy there front row as well. I mean, this is what this team does. They beat bad teams. That's why I'm not worried about Thursday. They're going to beat a bad team. And they went out there and took care of business. The offense, it was slow to get started, but then they got into it and scored some points. And you can't say enough about this Aaron Glenn defense. 10 straight quarters without allowing a team to score a touchdown. It's just extremely impressive work. It's just extremely refreshing to have a defense play on this level at this caliber, and you know what you're going to get from them game in and game out, no matter who's out there. No matter if it's Kendall Vildor, no matter if it's Malcolm Rodriguez, Malcolm coming out there and scoring or having 7 solo tackles, 8 total tackles in a game that he comes back from injury and is thrusted into the starting lineup. It's truly a next man up mentality, and you see the defense thriving no matter who's out there.
Yeah, that was one spot I was never tripping, or we were ever tripping. I don't think anybody was ever tripping, was a linebacker spot. I think we saw it through preseason. We just know Malcolm brought as a starting or linebacker his rookie year. Obviously, Jack Campbell's taking a step to, like, if you're talking about just PFF-wise, like top 10 linebacker in the league, top 11 linebacker in the league. Like, he's truly, like, showing his face or what he could be. David Long, a guy, a veteran piece. You grabbed off the Dolphins. That they dropped him just because of money. But he was a captain on that team beforehand. I read a little bit of his inside story, too. He's just an absolute dog as a human being as well.
Yeah.
The linebacking core, never was worried about. I think we have a high respect for Calvin Shepard. I also have high respect for Terrell Williams, which goes hand in hand with that linebacking core, because obviously, there's defensive linemen to eating up blocks for those guys to run through cleanly holes and make those tackles. But like you said, the secondary they probably want to have questions about, because yesterday there were some moments where you're like, jeez. Mm-hmm. And we were giving a little bit of pushback last night for Herman Moore, the legendary Herman Moore, about this Detroit Lions defense. We were trying to celebrate it. We were trying to wave the flag. We're trying to praise the fact that Aaron Glenn hasn't allowed a single touchdown in 10 consecutive NFL quarters.
Yep.
And this is a league we watched Bryce Young and the Panthers take the KC Chiefs to the closing seconds of a game.
Mm-hmm.
They also have a pretty damn good defense, too. So I think no matter who it is, no matter the situation, this Detroit Lions defense is doing a damn good job. Players and all, and AG as well. But I also want to give credit to guys like Kirby Joseph. AG does drop schemes, but Kirby's out there making plays. He's grabbing those interceptions. Same with Brian Branch, although yesterday, not Brian Branch's best outing.
No, it wasn't. I mean, you didn't have any of those big game-flipping plays from your secondary, but with your defensive line playing the way it did, guys like Josh Pascal, Zadarius Smith, and then obviously the two big uglies in the middle just dominating that Colts offensive line, man.
Yeah, they got
Ali McNeil was throwing Quentin Nelson around like it was nobody's business. So you love seeing that. But, yeah, you didn't really have the big plays, the splash plays from Kirby Joseph or Brian Branch, but you didn't need them. You held the team to, without scoring a touchdown, 6 points. in an NFL game.
I think it's 3 games in a row. Detroit Lions haven't allowed a single point in the second half of these football games, guys. That's big time stuff. This isn't college football. Like, this doesn't happen in the NFL quite often.
Yeah.
Hats off.
Yeah, Branch almost had the big play, but Campbell got his fingers on the one, and then Branch was going to pick it. He gets hit, and then Carlton Davis, it slips through his hands, so that could have been a big interception
Yeah, I forgot about
for
that
one. But I think one of the reasons for Brian Branch is because you didn't have the 2 cornerbacks, your starting cornerbacks out there. Like, he wasn't playing as freely, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he wasn't able to be the Brian Branch that we normally see. And it's the all-pro safety. I think he had to help out a lot more than he was used to. And plus, you have to deal with the absolute beast in AR that's running the rock.
I was gonna say.
When he went one-on-one with him,
He lost.
He lost.
He lost for sure.
Yeah,
There
that's what I was gonna say.
there were multiple times in that game where the Lions hit Anthony Richardson or got to Anthony Richardson either in the pocket or outside of the pocket, and 99% of quarterbacks go down on the way they hit him, like that Brian Branch hit, or a couple Levi hit him in the pocket where he would go down if it's anybody else.
Just
But
dropped the ball, kept going.
Yeah, it's just 6'5", 240-pound Anthony Richardson, so he's going to bounce off some of those hits.
He's a fucking beast. But yeah, I'm with you on that, Nick. I was just getting ready to say that actually on the Brian Branch stuff. Like, if you said a slow start or not the best game, I think he had to patrol down in the box a little bit because of AR, because the way they started that game was AR running the football. And then Carlton Davis did something interesting yesterday too. So obviously last week the Jacksonville Jaguars got off their field goal to start the game off. Same with the Indianapolis Colts. Well, Carlton Davis said, I guess in those opening drives, they try to be bend, don't break, so they can see the full game plan of the offense. Because typically when you're going into the script, you're going with the things you think is going to work against this defense. So they allow them to get that work in to kind of just expose their hand a little bit. Yeah, and you notice, I mean, the tale is true as time because, yeah, they started off that field goal, nothing again since the second half.
Yeah, it's...
And then AR even slowed down too. He started the first drive, they get like 35 yards. The 39 and a half, if you were watching Friday, you guys would have made some bread. My dumbass forgot to put it in. But yeah, after that, quiet.
And actually, to double on that, I mean, you guys could correct me if I'm wrong. I don't recall any of the picks that were made or interceptions were in the first quarter. Or they might not have even been in the first half.
I think Branch had one.
They might not have even been in the first half, if I recall. Most of them were second half, I believe.
I know Kirby had some clutch ones.
Yeah.
I think Branch had one of the first against the Cowboys, against Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
But I mean, it don't even matter. I mean, they'll pick the ball. The ball's there. Trust me.
Yeah.
Them DBs will grab that fucking thing if it's out there. Well, I'm talking about just as a whole. Carlton Davis kind of, I guess, let that out, the cat out of the bag. Like, yeah, we're going to let them go a little bit. And that's fucking crazy, bro.
That is crazy.
That they're that good. They can play that.
It's like an
with their food
anime
a
fight.
bit.
Like, come on, show me what you've got.
Literally.
Yeah.
Give me your best shot.
Yeah, this is all you have. Ha. Like, hey, you gotta see what they're gonna do, so then you can expose them the rest of the game. Is a pretty wild mentality, but it's working, I guess.
It is working. I mean, shout out to AG, the fucking defensive genius he is. Because, yeah, once they expose that hand, he then tailors his defense to what they need to do to get it done. And that's even without Aiden Hutchinson, Alex Anzalone, yesterday without Terran Arnold. At times, you've been without Brian Branch. Like, this guy, he's probably going to win, or at least should be for sure goddamn running for coordinator of the year.
He's 100% going to be coordinator of the year. He's been the best coordinator in the NFL. And you talk about, obviously, Aiden Hutchinson, that's the biggest loss, no doubt, but you forget all the ancillary pieces as well, like guys like Derek Barnes, John Kaminsky, Marcus Davenport, Pecco. Like, these guys were going to be big role players, rotational pieces in this defense, and they're the second best defense in the league, and they don't have their MVP. It's just crazy what Aaron Glenn's doing.
What do you say to the Herman Morris? This is kind of crazy to say. About, like, you're playing Mason Rudolph, you're playing Mac Jones, a developing AR.
I say you play who lines up against you. You played C.J. Stroud, and you shut him down. You know, it's you play who is against you. You played the Minnesota Vikings, and you handled them pretty well. Played Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. Like, I'm not taking anybody for granted. Like, yeah, obviously Josh Allen is a better quarterback than Mason Rudolph, but you play who lines up against you, and they're taking care of business against the people that line up against them every single week.
Nick?
I mean, there's no question that is not top of the league quarterback talent, but like Spencer said, you have to, you saw what happened in the Commanders-Cowboys game. Like, You're going up against a backup quarterback. You have to take care of business. That's a game that they could not lose, and they lost it. You see the Detroit Lions obliterating teams. The Lions did not play well yesterday, and they won by 18 points, was it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, that's what we're talking about right here. I don't give a shit who we play. We have to, we look dominant doing it, to be quite honest. That's where I'm at.
And people call them bad team merchants. They're second in the NFL in wins of teams over 500. So they also beat the good teams.
Yeah, is it the division rivals saying that as we took it to the Packers at their home?
Mm-hmm.
We beat the Vikings at their place. We're about to, take care of business against the Bears. So, let the NFC North talk as much shit as they want. They know who the king is right now.
Yeah, one of the points Herman made yesterday, and actually I saw this in a couple. It's true. The Colts had over like 100-something yards taken away through penalties, but they weren't just like fucking ragtag penalties or just little like foo-foo penalties. No, the Detroit Lions defense was causing these penalties. Josh Pascal busted through a double team, had to get tackled, otherwise he was going to sack Anthony Richardson. Yep. So the offensive lineman made a choice to tackle him. That's a penalty. You throw a flag on that. Aleem McNeil, similar situation, busted through the interior offensive line. They had no choice but to grab his helmet and try to cheat him off of that. They had to set a pick to get one of the wide receivers open. Like, these are flags because they have to do these dirty things to try to get a one-up in this game. They aren't just like little bullshit flags you see the Detroit Lions get all the time, or you see Terry Arnold get all the time. No, these are genuine flags that deserve to be there. And it's because the Detroit Lions defense is on that ass.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't discount this defense is doing. Especially because I've been defending the motherfucking Glenn.
Mm-hmm. They're the second best defense in the NFL. You can't question them. Flat out. Like, we're 11 games, 12 weeks into the season, and they're the second best defense in the NFL. What else do you want them to be?
Without
do you want them to let these bad teams score?
Yeah, this is what you want to see.
Yeah.
You want to see your team take care of easy because they're not in your fucking class.
Yes.
So if you don't walk in a room full of 8th graders right now, if you lose a fucking fight to 8th grade, you're a pussy.
You're a pussy.
You're a bitch.
Yeah, you
but
are
if you
a
beat the
bitch.
fuck out of the 8th grader, you should.
You're the big bad
supposed
guy.
to.
Yeah, when I go around beating up little kids, I'm the big bad guy.
Yeah.
But if I get my ass whooped by a little kid, I'm a pussy. So it's a lose-lose situation. No, you have the food in front of you, eat it.
Yeah.
The Lions have the food in front of them. They're eating it. It doesn't matter if it's McDonald's or if it's Wagyu. Like, they're going to take care of business either way, and they're doing that. They're holding these bad teams without touchdowns. It's not like they're giving up 21 points or 30 points and winning 30. They are not scoring touchdowns against the Lions.
Yeah.
So they're not just beating bad teams. They're showing bad teams why they're bad teams. And that's what you got to do when you're a big dog, and they've been proven to be a big dog this year. Like I said, second in the NFL in wins against teams over 500.
They're not
so
even
they're not just beating the bad
digits.
teams, they're beating everybody except for Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
And even Baker, they did a good job against
but they were
Baker.
good.
Like, they did a damn good job against him
Lions should
defensively.
have won that game for
yeah.
sure. You play that game again, the Lions win by 10.
Now, that's the game to
Absolutely.
take away those interceptions.
Absolutely.
That's a fucking W.
Yes.
Yeah.
We outgained them by like 200 yards or something like that. Just untimely
And that's something,
interceptions.
too, you got to point out.
And some, we went over it.
You got to
We'll
point out,
bury
too,
that one.
the defensive versatility of this team, the fact that it's been different types of quarterbacks they've beaten. Now, yes, again, they haven't gone against the top 3 quarterbacks, but that's only because of scheduling. But ultimately, this is a team that has beaten pocket passing quarterbacks. They've beaten scrambling quarterbacks. They've beaten all different types of quarterbacks. So not only have they beaten who's in front of them, but they've beaten different styles, too.
And I hate this argument, too, because, like, show me the team whose schedule is Kansas City, Buffalo, Chargers, Detroit, Houston, all of them in a row. Just every week you play every best team in the NFL. Like, that's not how it fucking works. Kansas City almost lost to the Panthers last week. So would you rather see the Lions in a fist fight with the Tennessee Titans or blowing them the fuck out? Like, you're not playing Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen every single week in the NFL. It's not going to happen. You take care of business with who's in front of you.
Absolutely. Let's go to break, come back. So about 2 specific players, maybe 3 specific players. Alex said if when we put on the prep, I'll throw Zadarius Smith in there too, because he deserves some love as well. But the Detroit Lions defense will continue that talk. Crazy time to be alive. Talk about second best bar.
Do you want to know where the best pregame Lions party is December 5th? Join us at Detroit's very own second best bar, located at 42 Watson Street for the ultimate fan experience. Enjoy some smooth Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey while catching the Woodward Sports pregame show, only at second best bar in Detroit. Come get some.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
1800 Tequila is the smoothest tequila in the game, and now a proud partner with the Detroit Lions and Woodward Sports as they team up for Lions watch parties live every single week at Hayes Social. Make sure you check out every single game on the glorious run to the big one with the smoothest tequila in the game, 1800 Tequila. Get that custom-made Detroit Lions bottle for this special season. And as always, when you're drinking it, please drink responsibly.
What up, though? Welcome back to What Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. I know we just got done kind of gushing over the Detroit Lions defense, but it's worthy. It deserved it. And I'm personally going to do that too because I was one that stood there in the face of criticism when I was holding it down for AG, Spinny as well. Defender Glenn, fucking house patience here on this show. Detroit Lions defense currently ranks #1 in passer rating allowed, #1 in third down conversion, #1 in passing touchdowns allowed, 2nd in points per game, 3rd in interceptions, 4th in total turnovers, and 5th in rushing yards allowed too. That's a goddamn good defense. And yesterday you saw on display as to why with Lee McNeil, Josh Pascal, and that third name, Zadarius Smith, Spinny. What things do you see out of those guys you liked yesterday?
And we can't forget about DJ Reader, too.
Oh, yeah. No, throw them all in there. You're 100% right.
Big man in the middle, creating double teams, drawing double teams, and beating double teams consistently against the Colts. Like, they couldn't stop him or Aleem McNeil, and that is the easiest way to get pressure on a quarterback is the shortest distance from them, which is from that interior defensive line. So when you have guys like Aleem McNeil and DJ Reader who you have to double team every single play or they're going to blow it up, it makes everybody else's job easier. And while they're getting double teamed, they'll still beat the double teams and get to your quarterback. They'll still use Aleem McNeil as a battering ram to go through two people and get tackled to the ground. Josh Pascal, the same thing. Like, when you're putting pressure consistently on a young quarterback like that, they're going to make mistakes. And we saw Anthony Richardson errant throws all day, missing open targets. Some of them weren't on him. There was quite a few drops out there for the Colts, but he was throwing the ball over people's head all day too because he's just got to close his eyes and throw it or he's going to get demolished by two 350-pound human beings.
Bro.
It's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. I mean, you talk about DJ Reader and Lee McNeil. I haven't got through the entirety of the film yet, but just like the simple math, the 2 + 1. You know, it's like 2 defenders on DJ Reader, Aleem McNeil's going to eat. 2 defenders on Aleem McNeil, DJ Reader's going to eat. It's just that simple. And you saw it display yesterday against a pretty good interior offensive line. It's been pretty solid for like the last 5
Quinn
years.
Nelson is a perennial All-Pro.
Right? And speaking of the interior of the defense.
Best offensive lineman in the NFL.
Not only were they interior, the defensive line, Spinny. Did you get that screenshot I sent you, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Not just the interior, in the middle of the defensive line.
You talking about the injury report or no?
Yeah, you might have to download it. That's all right.
Yeah. Let me grab it real quick then.
They're everywhere.
Give me 1
AG was
second.
getting nasty with yesterday. Once you see the screenshot, it's kind of trippy. It's kind of wild. And a red zone situation too. I thought it was actually a lot of the pole, but they got it. And Kendall Vildor, I understand, it wasn't the greatest. Like 3 receptions, like 61 yards allowed in that first half, but nothing in the second. And he didn't know he was going to start until Friday. But the middle of the defense, look at linebacker there, Spinny.
Yeah.
Number 98. and 54.
Dude, that's just
in coverage. And there's still pressure on Anthony Richardson.
Wait.
Zadarius Smith is getting ready to sack him.
That's DJ Reader and Aleem McNeil.
That's DJ Reader and Aleem McNeil in the middle of the field right now.
Anthony Richardson's probably like, what the fuck is going on, dude? I did not see that play. I didn't notice that. Oh, man. Yeah, that's just him being freaky, dude. That's just him being freaky.
And then he's on the sideline with his fucking legs crossed, like, huh?
Yeah. Then he's sitting on the sideline, feet up, reading the tablet. Dude, Aaron Glenn, you are a beautiful human being. And just what he can do with these guys. Like, we talked about the leadership and the veterans that you brought in, guys like DJ Reader, guys like Zadarius Smith, that have done a lot of different things and a lot of different schemes and a lot of different situational football plays. It makes the bag so much deeper for Aaron Glenn that he could pump out DJ Reader and Aleem McNeil dropping back into coverage while rushing Neiman and Nowaski instead of those two guys or whoever was getting to the quarterback. Because there was put that graphic back up.
Yeah, this is wild.
Whoever is in the interior, it's Darius Smith and someone else in the interior. They both won. Look, you've got the 3 interior offensive linemen facing Anthony Richardson because their guys are still in. I think it's Pascal and Zadarius Smith still getting pressure on the quarterback.
So. Let me watch.
From the interior, man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. It was...
I think it's Pascal and Zadarius.
Yeah, Pascal and Zadarius. And even Pascal, bro, his fucking bull rush yesterday was dirty.
Pascal was... I task any of you to find a defensive end who is better at playing the run than Josh Pascal in the entire NFL. I don't think you can. And if you find one, I don't believe you. Because the way this man plays the run, sets the edge, and contains from that defensive end position is beautiful to watch. It's so impressive that he can do that.
And shout out to Malcolm Rodriguez getting the game ball and all.
Mm-hmm.
That linebacker unit.
8 total tackles. Like I said, 7 solo tackles. He should have got a tackle for loss. I saw that they didn't credit him for a tackle for loss, but he definitely got there in the backfield and shut down Jonathan Taylor on one of those plays. So Malcolm was everywhere, man. Shout out to him.
Yeah, just I think it was like 14 total pressures. Darius Smith had 5 of them. I think Aleem McNeil had 4 of them. Yeah, that's your interior defensive lineman. Another one, DJ Reed, I believe, had 4 as well.
Darius Smith was the highest graded Lion per PFF.
Yeah, like 88.
Yeah, he was, again, everywhere. He was getting pressure on Anthony Richardson, had a couple quarterback hits in the game, didn't get the sack, but he was, again, playing the run extremely well. Surprise, surprise, you bring in another guy that isn't just a pass rusher, and the defense looks so much better. Like Zadarius Smith and Josh Pascal, the way they play the run and contain on the outside is so beneficial for this team because you can't run the ball on the Detroit Lions, no matter who you are. And I expect them to continue that. Olong Johnson, whoever the hell they have running the ball, DeAndre Swift. You think DeAndre Swift's going to run the ball against this Lions team? Whatever his over-under is for rushing yards, take the under. Like, that man is 30, not going to go anywhere. I don't care if it's 27.5. Take the under because that man is going nowhere against this Lions defense.
Nick?
Yeah, the one thing that stood out to me is obviously you needed a pass rusher when Zadarius Smith went down. And a big play in this game is when the Colts were in the red zone on a big 3rd down. Who'd you see step up? Zadarius Smith beat Nelson in a whole entire pass rush, in a bull rush, and he got to Anthony Richardson, and he made him just an errant throw, just a horrible throw to get you off the field on 3rd down where you forced the field goal, where you weren't allowing the other team to get a touchdown. And if other teams are scoring touchdowns against you, you're winning the damn game, especially with this potent of an offense. Zadarius Smith, I'd love to see it because that's exactly what you wanted when you went out and to get a guy. Can he continue to do this? I hope so, because Aleem's bringing it, and I've loved what I've seen out of Pascal
What's he bringing?
Since Hutchinson has gone down. A lot of pressure in the interior.
Zadarius Smith has fucking been a dog.
Would you say he's bringing the boom?
Oh, he's definitely bringing the boom.
Come on, with some emphasis on it, Nick. Come on.
The boom.
Zadarius Smith yesterday
booms,
with
actually.
5 pressures. End of the day with 21% pass rush win rate. to put that in perspective, like a good pass rush win rate is
like
13.
10.
Yeah. 13, 14, 21%. And specifically, a lot of that shit's been from the interior because if you catch on third and long situations, they put him in the middle. He's just his hands, dude, are just so fucking nice. If I could have played the whole play, yeah, dude.
He's 6'5", 280. Like, the guy is a big man.
There was a play where he got his hands on Quentin Nelson, whatever the hell his name is, and literally just fucking just turn him around.
Yeah.
Like a kid. But Quentin Nelson, again, like you said, a perennial offensive guard in the NFL. Like one of the best offensive guards in the NFL. Not only that, just a fucking 300-pound man in himself.
We should for sure make the meme of the casting couch girl with the Lions defensive line and Caleb Williams.
Ooh, Caleb Williams might like that a little too much.
He might like it a little too much, but he's going
like
to feel
that a little too much.
Some big brothers coming after him on Thanksgiving. DJ Reader, Aleem McNeil, Josh Pascal, Zadarius Smith. Levi was making plays against the Colts. He made some nice plays there. Wingo was getting some snaps in there. There's some big brothers coming for Caleb Williams on Turkey Day. They're coming for that stuffing, boy. You better be ready, dude. I'm telling you, the defensive line is so good, man.
They're so fucking good. And so is the Detroit Lions running back duo. We'll talk about that more. I see some Eagles fans in chat. Maybe we'll talk about that potential matchup. But first, got to tell you guys about the Outkick Your Coverage contest.
Yeah, it's the last time. You can only do it. They're announcing it tomorrow, so get your submissions in today. If you're ugly and you outkicked your coverage, presented by Les Stanford and Woodward Sports, you could get 2 tickets to the Thanksgiving Day game this week in Detroit. So make sure you just post it on X, use the hashtag Woodward Tickets. It's the last. This is literally the last read. We're doing it. We're done after this. So get your posts in there today. Winner will be announced tomorrow. Make sure you get it while you still can. Outkick your coverage with Woodward Sports and Les Stanford.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward Sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and WoodwardSports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
We already told you Soroki's taking over Michigan. Check out the new Fenton and Harlan locations today. Don't miss out on the grand opening events in Fenton on December 5th and in Harlan, Michigan on December 12th from 4 to 8 p.m. Enjoy exclusive giveaways and a chance to win free Soroki's for a year. I'm not going to lie, that piqued my interest. Free Soroki's for a year and the cheapest gas in the state. Come out and enjoy the fun, food, and unbeatable deals at Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza. All right, Spinny. I'm calling an audible. We're getting invaded. This happens during the live streams for the Dan Campbell press conference. By the way, welcome back to Woodward Sports Live. We will have Heavyweights live from 5 to 7 Monday through Friday. And I already see in the media, too. Eagles fans. They're on a little bit of a streak, but it's not just the media. I've heard twice today 2 media members say they're the best team in the NFC now.
Yeah.
Is there validity to that statement?
I mean, yeah, they're a good team. They're definitely, up there. I'd say they're number 2 behind the Detroit Lions. It's not like the Eagles are a bad team, but no, they're not better than the Lions. The Lions will be able to shut down Saquon Barkley, and then your offense will fall apart. Ask Saquon Barkley what it's like to play an Aaron Glenn defense. He hasn't had a good time. So, yeah, they're going to shut down Barkley, and then we're going to force Jalen Hurts to beat us. And I've already told you about how I feel about Jalen Hurts. If he has to make complicated leveled throws, he can't do it. So you put him in a situation where he's got to beat you with his arm, or he's got to throw the ball 40 times a game, and you're going to beat the Eagles.
I'm not going to lie. Jalen Hurts had a bar yesterday in the post game. He was just talking about like when an issue is accompanied by other issues, it becomes a problem. And he was talking about Saquon Barkley becoming a Philadelphia Eagle, and that's absolutely correct. I think he broke their franchise record for rushing yards, like 255 yards. And then he just broke their career fucking total yards from line of scrimmage, like 300-something yards. You got the numbers?
302.
302 yards.
We'll talk about that later. The Rams.
The Rams. I mean, it doesn't matter, though. I'm not discounting Saquon Barkley at all. He's a dog.
Yeah.
And I will say, I'm being honest with you, Spinny, and I know Lions fans are going to like to hear this. He is a fucking problem. I don't care. This is not the New York Giants version of Saquon Barkley. He's actually got an offensive line in front of him. But I still have confidence that we're going to be in that fight. Like, we have every chance to win, if not more than they do. I think we're just more late in terms of like our cohesiveness and like we've been in the system. They have great coaching now, and it even took them a little bit this year to get that going. But when they're finally punched in the face, once they're on this run, how do they respond to that? Right? We've been punched in the face. This has been 3 years in the making. On top of having the talent on top of it. The Detroit Lions, by the way, you're coming to our house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we are the number one seed right now. You got to catch up to us.
And Nick Sirianni's a joke. The Lions have the coaching advantage. Nick Sirianni will do something stupid to fuck something up, and like I said, we'll shut down Saquon. That's what we do. Is shut down running backs.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this team. The last time we saw this team get punched in the face, look what happened. They had an epic collapse against the Buccaneers in the playoffs. Like a terrible night. Again, different coaching regime, but a lot of those
same head coach.
Same head coach, and a lot of those key pieces offensively and defensively are still there. And there's a mentality. You talked about it earlier, Spencer, when you talked about this defense, bend don't break mentality. That is this whole organization top to bottom, and this is a resilient team. This is a team that lost in epic fashion last year against the 49ers, but they've shown this year a complete resolve, every time they have made a wrong, this Lions organization has righted it. This team has righted it with their play. The next opportunity they got. And you can't say the same with this Philadelphia team. So I think you're 100% right, Easy. When this team gets punched in the face, that's what it's going to be for them.
For sure. And 100%, Chris. I'm watching this Harbaugh.
You were spitting, Chris.
You were spitting. You were. But I'm watching this Harbaugh. Let him cook. The Harbaugh's got to be one of the best football families
they're
of
awesome,
all time.
dude. Even Mitchell, the dad smile made me smile. Like,
yeah.
That guy's the OG fucking Hall of Fame dad.
You know, I hate Jim Harbaugh for when he was in Michigan, but he's one of the best football
Shout
coaches on the planet.
Tonight.
Absolutely.
And John Harbaugh's the man. Harbaugh tonight, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a banger. Nick, you were going to say something on the Eagles matchup against the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, if the Lions are going to drop a game throughout the rest of the season, hopefully it's to the Buffalo Bills, because that AFC, NFC win-loss by the end of the season, if both teams end with 2 losses, that's going to be the difference in getting the number 1 seed or getting the number 2 seed, where you would have to host Philly or travel to Philadelphia. I think that's a big thing, too, when you think about these two teams, especially the way I've seen the Eagles' defensive line flying around. And we've talked about a couple of our older offensive linemen, specifically Decker, who's been a little banged up this year, and we know Frank's dealt with problems in the past. That's where I could see them presenting problems, and I think they have enough offensive firepower to go toe-to-toe with this offense, to be quite honest. But this is all on the Giants. What kind of franchise just lets this guy go to their division rival? Dude. They screwed the pooch. This is bullshit.
Let him and Xavier McKinney go.
Bro, it's literally like, yeah, exactly. He's fucking now tied Kirby
7
Joseph
picks.
again. Yeah. It's like you're in a fantasy league and you have the one dumb motherfucker who just trades Justin Jefferson for fucking 4 bags of sandwiches and a bag of chips. I'm going to say 4 bags of chips and a sandwich. But nonetheless, that's what it's like. You fucked up the league.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Fucked up the league.
Now this guy's a fucking super team.
He fucked up the league.
Yeah, they're going up against a super team, though. So if they have to come into Ford Field,
absolutely,
you know damn well what's going to happen, and it's the Lions walking away with the W. Just do not drop 2 NFC games, or I'm going to be pissed.
I just don't think they're as disciplined as us at the end of the day. Like, they're a formidable foe,
True.
for sure.
They're a very talented team.
Yeah, they're very good. Very fucking good.
For sure the second best team in the NFC, and I don't think it's close.
I think our mentality, though, gives us the upper hand in this one.
I'm not worried about no Eagles.
And roster.
Like we talked about,
Lions would rip apart
we
Eagles.
joked about it last year, winning Super Bowl off the vibes. But, like, we got the vibes.
We do have the
And
vibes.
if, you know, things even out a little bit, the vibes can give you the advantage of that one. I just think we're solely focused on what we want to do. That it doesn't matter if you got a Jalen Carter or Josh Sweat or fuck a CJ Gardner-Johnson, by the way. I always say that today I die until he wants to come out and apologize for being a dumbass. But they got enough people to make other people like, you know, shrivel or shiver, whatever the word is. We don't care.
Shrivel.
We don't fucking, like, it's not going to make, we're not going to blink twice. You know what I'm saying? We don't care if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. Like, we're coming to whoop that ass.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who you bring it in. Doesn't matter what your name is. We did it against the defending Super Bowl champions last year to start the season in their home.
And Thomas Rotundi makes a good point. He says too many head cases on the Eagles. Yeah, remember how we had Joe Mixon against the Texans when he was throwing tablets and cussing on the sideline? Imagine A.J. Brown and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah.
Imagine A.J. Brown when he's got Carlton Davis following him around all day.
But there was a point last night, he must be a little bit of a crash out. That must be what it is.
Oh, he's a crash out for sure.
Well, I'm talking about Jalen Carter. When Darius Slay got hit, he kept trying to come in, and Nick Sherry was like kind of freaking out, get away, like stay away from the situation, because he must go in there and do something stupid.
Imagine Jalen Carter when he's getting bodied by Frank Ragnow every snap.
Yeah.
He's going to crash out.
He's fucking good, man.
He is good, but Frank Ragnow's better.
Yeah, did you guys already talk about Brandon Graham being out?
Brandon Graham out for the season.
Brandon Graham done for the year.
Yeah, that's the Sox.
He's a veteran leader on that team.
Yeah, he
Big
came
time.
out, so this is last year.
Damn.
And,
that sucks.
Damn.
yeah.
Michigan guy.
That might be fuel for them. That might be their
Won the Gator
their
Bowl
hutch.
with Brandon Graham. Beat Florida in the Gator Bowl, right? Or was the Outback Bowl? I don't know, but they beat
I don't
Florida.
remember which bowl, but I remember they beat Florida.
Brandon
Yeah.
Graham, yeah,
Tim
absolute
Tebow.
dog. And he had that big strip sack of, what is it, Brady in the Super Bowl against the
Yeah.
Pats?
Yeah.
Brandon
Yeah.
Graham's a dog. Been a
Brandon
dog.
Graham is
Especially in the
It's
playoffs.
Also
crazy,
kinda
it's crazy
crazy,
too. When you look at guys, you
what?
speak like
Also kind of crazy.
of their ilk. You're talking about like the Daniel Hunters, guys that are fucking jet. He looks like a
Looks like a regular dude.
kind of, yeah. I
Like,
don't want to be
for
dismissive.
NFL standards.
Yeah, Zach, thank you for saving me on that one. Yeah.
Yes.
He doesn't look like physically imposing to an NFL standard.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't look like a Khalil Mack or Daniil Hunter or
That speaks to
Everson
his
Griffin.
dog.
Yeah, he's a dog, man. He's a Detroit guy. So shout out to him. He had a great career.
Think he comes back one more year?
Probably not. I don't
He's
know.
up there.
I'd have to look at his contract.
Maybe he wants that Super Bowl. Maybe comes to the hometown Detroit Lions.
That would be cool. I'll take Brandon Graham
Oh,
for sure.
God, in a heartbeat.
Oh, absolutely. On
Isn't
third
his,
down.
oh no, that's Frank Clark. I was gonna say, isn't he like first in sacks in the postseason? But that's Frank Clark.
Yeah, it's Frank Clark.
So,
Although
Another
actually,
Michigan guy too. Also kind of heard was an asshole.
bit of a
fellas,
crash out.
Yeah.
are you guys concerned at all if we do have to go into Philly for that NFC Championship game? I know we talked about being road warriors, undefeated on the road, and this Philly team looks, like the second hottest team in the league right now behind the Lions. Would you guys be concerned at all for that matchup?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you'd rather see him at home, but I still think the Lions would win.
Absolutely would not want to fucking go to Philly. Don't want to stay home. Keep golf warm, dry, protected. All right, with his name being chanted. I do not want to go to Philly. No, fuck that. So the Philadelphia Eagles, here's the rest of their schedule. Because now it's kind of, I didn't realize they're 9-2. I knew they've been like on a streak and they've been whooping some ass. They're in contention for the number 1 seed. We can't slip up. But they got the Ravens coming up next, which will be a fucking banger. All right, that's going to be a hell of a game for them to win. I can still see them winning that one. The Panthers, that should be a W for them. Steelers, that should be a W for them. Am I being disrespectful in saying that?
What, Panthers?
Yeah. Or no, Steelers.
Steelers? That's cool. That'll be a close game.
Okay.
At Pittsburgh?
It's in Philly.
It is in Philly.
Well, that's still a
That'll
battle,
be a close
state
game.
battle.
Yeah.
And then they go to D.C.
They
to
have an
face the
easy
Commanders.
schedule.
To be fair, that game was kind of close to they blew out the end. They were at home for that one against the Commanders on Thursday night. And then Cowboys easy, Giants easy. Damn, they actually have
They have
kinda,
an easy schedule.
Yeah, we
So-
can't slip up.
So do you guys remember beginning of the year, I posed the question before the Brazil game, would you guys rather see the Eagles win this game or the Packers win this game because of seeding? Looks like it's going to come down to Eagles and the Lions
Yeah.
for that number 1 seed. Oh,
Yeah.
I can see into the future.
Fuck, I didn't look at it. Yeah, we can't slip up. Or at
If
least
you
we
do,
we
it
gotta
has
pray
to be
the
against the
Ravens
Bills.
Beat their ass.
Yeah,
It has to be against the Bills.
Can't
Because
be an
that
NFC game.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess, I'll say this. The Ravens do have kind of a shady secondary. I think Kyle Hamilton will be back for that game. I have to check. I don't know. I'm just saying that off the top of my head. But, the Ravens have a pretty good run defense, so, maybe they can win that one. Help us out a little there.
Yeah, the Ravens and the
Pittsburgh.
Steelers are their two toughest games going down the stretch. Obviously, in Washington, it's going to be tough.
Yeah. They're now 7-5.
The Durs?
The Durs. Took out yesterday.
Yeah.
Although they almost came back and won.
I couldn't believe that.
That was
Gerald
crazy.
Would
We
you
got
have
a
gone
couple
for two?
Rough.
Couple questions on that.
I'm going for two.
I'm going for 2 as
Yeah.
well.
You shouldn't have been there.
Especially against that fucking...
Yeah,
fuck
against put Jaden Daniels out on a bootleg and
Yeah, dude.
have
Brian
Terry
Robinson,
running to a corner.
Yeah, there's so many... Yeah, I would have went for 2 for sure.
I think every single if you got a mobile quarterback like that going for 2, I would do it so much because you just get him on a bootleg, have some action in the back of the end zone and a pitch option, and you're probably gonna get it.
I'm with you. They should have went for 2, but they are a problem. I'm not gonna pretend they're not. Some news over the weekend. Daniel Jones obviously released, but the news before the game, it's kind of been buried. It's reported by Jordan Schultz. Detroit Lions are interested in some Daniel Jones. We'll talk about that more, maybe a little bit around the league when we come back. But first, let's talk about Lady Jane's.
Lady Jane's. Walk into Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a $20 haircut special. It comes with a scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment from one of our wonderful, talented stylists. Take advantage of the $20 haircut special. Just scan the QR code in the corner, and you can get a coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Nice. The official sports book of Woodward Sports is Caesars Sportsbook. If I told you you could get up to $1,000 back if your first bet doesn't cash, would you look at me like I'm crazy? Well done. Very good. Very nice. Use code word Woodward 1000 and scan that QR code above. And your first bet, anywhere from $25 to $1,000, if it doesn't cash, you will get it back in bonus bets. Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
We're in the midst of trying to figure out the winner of the Outkick Your coverage or the finals.
My wife.
Whoever's moving on to the next round of the Outkick Your coverage.
Yes.
That one guy looks completely normal. I feel the guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
Looks completely normal.
Normal dude.
Okay.
And like normal wife too.
Yeah. Why are they forcing him into like the? Yeah.
Sticks got
maybe he knows.
Sticks got an agenda going for sure.
He's got what?
Yeah, he's got an agenda going for sure. Because I'm definitely team the other guy.
I thought the cowboy dude was the by far.
Yeah. But he's Sound Kayak, by the way, one of our biggest ops.
Oh, Sound Kayak is an op.
He's a JG deep throater. All right. Shout out Sound Kayak. I'll kick the fuck out of
Yeah, definitely I'll kick this coverage.
And that guy.
His wife is hot.
Hot as fuck.
Yeah.
I got respect for you, Sound Kayak.
Still a lot of respect.
You and I are back at 0 if you're willing to squat. We can start. Because my respect level's there, brother.
Hey, go in the chat. You know which one is that? I don't know which one. I know the name, but I don't know which one that is in the chat.
Oh, the cowboy wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The hot wife.
Yeah,
The
respect.
hot wife.
Also, if we're talking
guy with
about
the escort?
it, the helicopter. Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if he's listening. You know.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Pete and Rose who stopped by after the game yesterday. At,
Shout out
Hayes
Pete and
Social.
Rose. Yeah,
they
know my my Aunt Kathy. So I'm gonna tell my Aunt Kathy on Thursday that they said hi. Pete was like, "Where's Spencer Raxter?" I was like, "Well, he's my full government there, Pete."
Yeah.
No, shout out to Pete and Rose. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my Aunt Kathy you guys said hi on Thursday.
Are we
when I
gonna
see
do
her.
it? I mean, did we talk about that? I don't want to.
What? No.
Oh, he just didn't. He was up there, but we didn't.
Yeah,
didn't
he
get
was
picked.
definitely up there, but like
Yeah.
he cheated.
Oh, that guy, the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you could afford front row, brother. You had a helicopter in your photo.
Yeah. You're taking pictures of the helicopters, and that girl. You definitely got a lot of money, man. You don't need those tickets for free. You can buy your own
That
tickets.
was
You didn't,
crazy.
you didn't
You
get
probably
that.
have
You didn't
season
get that
tickets
on
front row.
merit.
Yeah.
You didn't get that on merit.
No, did not get that on me. Unless he's got a
But if
fucking
he-
hog on him, you never know.
Not
Like,
even. He got that off of Gaines, not game.
yeah, I mean, hey, don't hate on the game,
Yeah,
brother.
get-
you know,
no.
you
Get
earned
it how
that.
you live it.
You earned
No,
that
for sure.
one way or another.
Hey,
but
still hit.
still hit.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's all that matters in the day. If you guys know what we're talking about the
Yeah, a
Woodward
few of
Sports,
those.
I'll kick your coverage.
Kick your coverage.
If your significant other is way hotter than you, submit to your
Like
Kick
Sound
coverage
Kayaks.
contest. Sound Kayak, shout out.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah, you went up a couple notches in my book, brother. That's a great pull.
You absolutely did. Speaking of
Salute,
kicking your
King.
coverage, Daniel Jones trying to match himself up. He's officially a free agent, cleared waivers, trying to match himself up with a playoff contender, Smitty. The Detroit Lions were
And
mentioned.
now to the stage, a freshly made bachelor,
Daniel
Danny Dimes.
Jones.
No, hard pass.
So I guess I sound like Bill Crystal.
Yeah.
Who's the guy with the eyeballs?
The eye holes.
Eyeballs.
The guy in Click. This remote. Adam Sandler. This remote.
The eyeballs.
Wait, the homeless dude.
Yeah, the one with eyes.
Steve Buscemi?
I'll find a picture of him. I think it's Bill
Oh,
something.
Steve Buscemi.
Not him.
He's
but-
the homeless guy in Big
God
Day.
damn it.
Yeah. He also in.
He's got the eyeballs.
No, yeah,
That's
no,
a
I
good-
know. He's definitely got the eyeballs, but no, not him.
also the werewolf in Hubie Halloween. Shout out Steve Buscemi.
Shout out Steve Buscemi. He plays what? Tony D in The Sopranos, or Tony B?
Yeah, his cousin.
Yeah.
Ruined it for me.
Yeah.
Because I've only known him as a comedic actor.
Hey,
You know?
well, he's in his big break was Reservoir Dogs. He's Mr. Pink.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah. I saw that after I saw Reservoir Dogs after all the Billy
Big
Mack.
Daddy and
Yeah,
shit,
so
yeah.
it
It
was
ruins
hard
it.
for me too.
It
Yeah.
I mean,
ruins
he's a
it.
good actor.
Yeah.
I just still couldn't get the thought of him out.
Christopher
from the,
Walken.
Yes, Christopher Walken. Thank
He
you.
doesn't got eyeballs.
He's got some eyeballs.
He's got I wouldn't say he's the guy with the eyeballs.
Christopher Walken has. I wouldn't say he's a guy with the eyeballs.
Easy, send a picture. I'll throw it.
Yo,
I'll throw it up.
you're talking to me, and you're talking to my guy all wrong. You're talking to my guy Joe Dirt all wrong. You talk to him again like that, I'm gonna have to stab you in the neck with a soldering iron. Oh, see, what you gotta do is
Sorry, I'm pulling up the
you
picture.
gotta
I'm grabbing a
take
picture
some.
from Chris.
Dude, there's a video. I remember watching it on
guy with the
Tosh.0. Tosh.0 used to have a segment called Asians doing Christopher Walken impressions.
Yo, that's crazy.
It was really good. The one of them, he's like, see, what you gotta do is you gotta get a free range chicken. I don't care how you obtain it. You can raise it domestically or buy it from a store. And he was really good.
That's pretty. You got a good Christopher Walken.
Thanks.
Daniel
He's
Jones.
not the eyeball guy, too. That's
No, he's an eyeball. He's an eyeball
not,
guy.
He's not an eyeball
Dude,
guy.
he's got a pair on him.
No, he's not distinguished from his eye. He's the voice. You should have said the guy with the voice.
I did. I tried talking like him.
Well, no, you just sound
I can't.
Italian.
Yeah, I can't do it. Hey, I could do the first word. I can't have a sentence in the Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
Maybe the next front row pair of tickets we do is the best Christopher Walken impression.
He's
I like that.
You've seen he's in so many movies.
Dan Campbell, it's Christopher Walken.
Oh,
That was
Thank
was
you.
better.
Thank you. I was practicing.
That was pretty good.
Hey,
yeah.
drillers make killers, right? You
Drillers
rep
make
it out
killers,
till you
yeah.
perfect it. You rep it till you perfect it.
Steve
all right?
Buscemi's definitely the eyeball guy.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi's for sure an eyeball guy. The eyeball guy.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go, Easy.
Or the
This is a pair.
there's some crazy eyeballs.
This is,
got a
this is a pair.
I'm not saying
Those
it's
are
the
regular
pair.
eyes,
a
dude.
regular
That's,
eye,
that's,
dude.
that's the
No
face.
Those are bugged out a
That's
little
the
bit.
face of a regular old man.
Yeah,
bro.
dude, he's just
Those are bugged out a
He's
little
just
bit.
an old guy.
Nah, dude. Those are bugged
This
out. a
guy
little bit.
Easy is just.
Oh, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
No, I'd say the
got
guy with the
the pair
eyeballs.
of
You say guy with the
eyes.
eyeballs. I'm thinking Steve Buscemi.
I'm thinking Bubbles.
I'm
Forget
thinking
he's not
Click.
Click. When I say
I'm
Click.
thinking.
I'm thinking Bubbles from
I forgot he was in Click.
Yeah, he gave him the remote.
Yeah, he's the
He's a pair of Steely
mechanic
Blues.
guy. Yeah,
I don't like his eyes.
those are regular old man eyes, dude.
Those aren't regular old man eyes.
Speaking of bad eyes, Danny Dimes.
Those are big ovals.
I don't know about him.
I don't know about
Spencer,
him.
how you feeling about Danny Dimes to the Detroit
Yeah,
Lions?
why not?
I'm-
what the
I'm-
fuck?
yeah,
What
I'm-
does it hurt?
Totally down.
Yeah.
Both you
I
guys?
don't think it happens.
100%.
I think the Minnesota Vikings
I think he's going to be.
where he's gonna land.
I think it's going to be San Francisco or Miami.
Miami.
Probably San Fran Vikings. Miami, they got Tua on a big contract.
You don't have to pay him anything. He's a free agent.
I know, but I'm just saying, you just like you're
He's going to be like a
have to
Russ
pay him if
Wilson.
you want to commit to more than like this year.
I mean, you're just going to sign him for the rest of this year, though.
But
And
they
then
already
he can
have
go
their
get his
answer
own
at
deal somewhere
quarterback.
else.
It's just like, is he gonna bump his head
And
again?
that's exactly why you sign Daniel Jones for the rest of the year. If Tua dies, then you got a starter you can bring in.
Nah, they're not gonna do that.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Were they on that list of teams? I mean, it
Yeah,
makes
they
sense. But I just don't think that happens.
They
I think
were
he's going to
on-
Minnesota.
They were on the list of teams.
He's going to Minnesota.
Why would he go to Minnesota? Makes more sense than Miami.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Or San
There-
Fran.
And
Tua
Miami,
could
in
die at any
Miami there's a
time.
commitment to Tua.
Yeah.
Doing that is like disrespectful to him. They're not going to do that. He's going to go. There's not a commitment to Sam Darnold. He's on a 1-year deal. All right, you already drafted a rookie quarterback too. There's no commitment to him. There's also like who's your backup there right now. I couldn't even tell you.
I mean,
San Fran now, the Brock Purdy stuff, they're definitely in the race. And I think that could definitely cook something up there too. That would make sense. I would love to see if Daniel Jones could actually be competent in a Kyle Shanahan offense. That'd be kind of cool to see if he could actually do the thing.
Daniel Jones
I would
could
not in
definitely-
case it works.
I mean,
otherwise
he's
I'd play that.
he's definitely a cousin. Like,
Yeah.
but he could work that
He's a mouth.
Kyle
work
Shanahan
that dick.
offense for sure. What is it with fucking the Giants and just going for the
Cousin
quarterbacks? Yeah.
No clue. No clue.
I mean, Eli's a dog. You know, you
That's
struck
why.
gold. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's-
they hit the cousin jackpot, and they've
did
just
hit
been
the cousin
chasing it ever
jackpot.
since.
And they've been chasing that feeling. And Drew Lock should definitely be starting over DeVito. Like, can we agree on that?
What?
Drew Lock should definitely be starting over DeVito.
Yes. I
He's
think
a
it's
much
I-
better quarterback.
I think it's a
tanking.
contract thing with DeVito or for Locke.
Yeah, where if he plays snaps or something like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up while you talk.
Well, what the fuck? You fucking lost all your money not signing Saquon or Xavier McKinney. So who cares? Drew Lock puts you in a better chance to win than Tommy DeVito. I'm flat out. Baker hit the super cutlets when he scored. I love Baker.
Yeah, that was great. He went to Alex in only 2 years, a little too aggressive for my
Yeah,
liking.
yeah.
I scored a touchdown.
I love Baker Mayfield, man. He's a fun player to watch, fun guy to root for. I know Flannel hates him because I used Flannel's buzzword at Hayes Social because we were talking about Baker
Moxie.
Mayfield, and Flannel's buzzword is moxie because he likes tangible evidence of why a player is good. So if you say moxie around Sam Flannel, he'll have a fucking heart attack. I can't joke like that because he almost did on air one time.
What? I'll pass out.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
I
that
was-
was
dude,
That
Flannel's
wasn't
my guy.
a heart attack. That was dehydration.
It was no. He just got a little queasy because the video they played, that dude busted his face on a bench.
Yeah, something was.
It's a tank move, starting him over
Yes,
Lock.
for sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
And DeVito sells more jerseys. Remember the Hard Knocks episode? And like, they didn't say anything about Saquon's skill on the field when Mara came in. He's like, but he sells the most jerseys.
Yep.
Fucking owners.
It's just so stupid.
Crazy.
Saquon's a dog.
Worst owners in all of sports right now, and the worst general manager. I cannot believe I'm
Jets?
going back to the
Giants?
Giants.
No,
Saquon,
Giants.
Daniel Jones. You said McKinney.
I don't know.
Completely horrible. But speaking of that losing culture and that losing mentality, I don't want Daniel Jones in this locker room. All he knows is losing. Honestly, I just think it's a bad juju. I would stay the hell away from Daniel Jones, and I trust in Hendon Hooker as my backup. I think he's more talented, and this is year 2 within this offense. I think he can handle it with the starters if he gets put into a spot where he has to pick up a big first down.
I mean,
Nick,
you took
nothing-
somebody
What
from the
did Jews have to
Cleveland
do with
Browns.
anything?
Doesn't get more losing than that.
Yeah, nothing will fuck this locker room up. There's not a singular player that you can inject into this locker room. I don't care if you put prime O.J. Simpson in there, and by prime I don't mean football prime. I mean when he murdered his wife, like prime of his life. You put him in this locker room and they'd still be fine. Like
Last
Dan
year,
Campbell
CJ
has
DJ.
these guys fucking dialed the fuck in, man. The D-Mac talks about it all the time. The culture that they've established in there is unshakable at this point.
Beyond that, though, you got Tim Patrick coming over from the Broncos that haven't really done much this time. You also
Chris made a
grabbed
point about Zadarius Smith from the Browns.
Zadarius Smith from the Browns, although he had seen some success. Meek Robinson coming from the Raiders. Like, I think it's just like you could be a dog-ass individual in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying?
Are you
Although
saying
I
that
love
with
Daniel
the
Dude's
Jones.
same?
holding a
Dog.
clipboard, man. What are we gonna react about? Like,
Yeah.
if he joins the
Yeah, I
team,
ain't
he's
sure.
holding a clipboard.
If you want, basically, golf goes down. You need a big first down. You trust Danny Dimes or you trust Hendon Hooker? Who do you trust more? That's my question.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
I trust Hendon Hooker right now.
I like Hendon Hooker. I guess I do trust him in that situation.
Yeah, I do too. But Daniel Jones has won a playoff game.
Yeah, Daniel Jones won a playoff game. He went in Minnesota and fucking pulled his dick out.
I mean, I would trust Hendon Hooker to get a first down in this offense for sure.
They paid him $160 million and said, "No, we're good on Saquon Barkley."
Yeah, dude, the Vikings made that
just
fraud
to cut him in the
so
same
much
season.
money.
That's crazy. You fucking soft ass Minnesota Vikings let that happen. The GM of the Giants should be blaming you for this. We should be blaming him. No, blame
And
him.
Steve
He's an
Lehman
idiot.
says Fromm holds the damn clipboard. Exactly. So yeah, Jake Fromm. Sorry, you had that one pretty cool game in preseason, but we'll see you later.
Is he an upgrade over Sam Darnold if he goes to the Vikings?
I think it's a linear move.
I think so too.
Maybe a little bit of an upgrade.
I think Darnold's a better arm, but he's more
Darnold has a
athletic,
better
yeah.
arm. Darnold was a higher pick.
Yeah.
Not by much. He was second overall, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's not that much of an upgrade. Not an upgrade at all.
No, it's a linear
yeah.
move. Yeah, they're pretty much the same caliber of quarterback.
I think he goes to Minnesota.
I really think it's going to be Miami or it's going to be.
It makes sense with Miami.
Because Miami is fighting back to win to get the playoffs right now. Like they're hot.
Yeah, with the Jets spiraling.
with that division up for grabs, if somebody flicks Tua on the ear and he goes down for another 4 games, it'd be much better to have Daniel Jones in there.
And again, if you're a quarterback, you're going there with the weapon of Tyreek Hill, you're
and Mike McDaniel.
Yeah,
you got Tyreek Hill. You got
a good run
A-Chain.
game.
Yeah, Jonnu Smith looked really good in their last game.
This is the same league where you had Joe Flacco win you a playoff game, but you didn't re-sign him because you didn't want to hurt your other quarterback's feelings. I don't think out of respect to Tua, I don't see them doing that.
I don't
at all.
think signing a quarterback that's obviously a break glass in case of emergency for the rest of the season is going to hurt Tua's feelings.
Yeah,
I think it would show that we don't trust your health.
I think you have to be honest with him and be like, look, dude,
you're a ticking time bomb, brother.
Yeah, I know, but that's just not the way this league goes sometimes. Sometimes people
I get you, but we're past that point of protect the player.
You guys aren't wrong in your line of thinking. I'm just saying it's not going to happen because of that.
Shout out Malto Meal.
Maybe. Now
I was more of a Cocoa Wheats guy myself.
One quick question around the room.
I have Farina too.
I think the answer is going to be a resounding no.
Farina.
But
what were you saying, Chris?
I think this is going to be a resounding no around the room. But is there any Daniel Jones redemption arc? Obviously, not like Jared Goff. No, I know, but I'm saying like how Jared Goff redeemed himself. But obviously, he had more.
Not
of a
to the level of Jared Goff, but if he goes to the Vikings or Niners,
if he goes to a situation like Geno or Sam Darnold,
so you guys aren't all the way out on him.
No, it all depends. He's a capable NFL quarterback. He's not good, but you go to a great situation with great pieces, and he could be something. He's probably going to go to the Raiders, and he's probably going to lose 12 games next year. So
this is the report from Jordan Schultz that listed the Lions. He had the Ravens, Vikings, Lions, Niners, and Dolphins to pursue him.
Yeah, I can see Dolphins or Niners. That would be if I had to bet on, I'd bet on those two.
Yeah,
I bet Vikings. Nick, who you betting?
Miami.
Ravens, Vikings, Lions, Niners, Dolphins.
I would go Niners 1, Dolphins 2.
I got Niners 1 because you know what? I don't think they want to pay Purdy coming up. And they could get Jones on a 1-year prove it like a Sam Darnold.
1 for me now because of that.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Got a question on the Niners.
Did you guys ever eat Farina?
Huh?
Farina, the hot cereal?
No, it sounds like cat food.
Yeah, Purina is what you're thinking of.
Farina is the cat food. Yeah, Farina is like a hot cereal.
That sounds awful.
Like oatmeal?
Yeah, not oatmeal.
You were determined to talk about this.
I was just thinking about it. Cocoa Wheats? You ever had Cocoa Wheats?
Not warm. Actually, I've had it warm.
It's hot cereal. Yeah.
Oh, no. No.
It comes in a box. It's got a little kid eating it with an owl on the front.
Nope.
Really? I fucked with Cocoa. I used to eat Cocoa Wheats all the time.
Yeah, you look like it.
Fuck you.
I'm just kidding.
Eat your cold cereals. Nerd. Dude, hot cereal is the shit. Can't afford fucking the variety pack of goddamn Quaker, so we had Farina. It came in a regular ass black and white box with just letters on the front.
Oh man, like that everybody hates Chris cereal.
I'm gonna get a picture of it.
Has your wife pulled up to the crib with hot cereal instead of cold cereal?
Dude, hot
and you want to
cereal's-
start packing home back to her parents? You're done with this shit. You've had enough of it. Call Kevin and Catherine
Divorce.
at KDK Law. They got your back. Dealing with any type of family law issue. It goes beyond divorce. It also visits the realm of visitation for your child and or custody. It's Kevin and Catherine. They got 10+ years experience, 24/7 availability. You can dial the number 248-971-0476 or scan the QR code above my head. It's Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law.
The countdown to kickoff is here. Your Detroit Lions are ready for another season of grit. Woodward Sports is your #1 destination for all breaking news and Lions coverage. We are Detroit's #1 sports network. We are Woodward Sports.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Come one, come all, join us for the live watch party and post-game show, normally at Hayes Social every week, but this week they're going to be in studio because, you know, it's Thanksgiving, you degenerates. We deserve some time with our families, not just dancing like monkeys for you. But live watch party and the post-game show, normally live at Hayes Social. They're a ton of fun. Sponsored by New Holland Brewing Company, Sabbath Coffee Roaster, Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza, and 1800 Tequila. I'll be back out there next week. I'm not going to be at the live watch party. I'm going to watch the game with my dad this week, but we'll be out there next week at Hayes Social. Come join us.
Yo, it's so funny, like in this group chat, we're just arguing how ugly these guys are right now.
Oh, it's great.
You poor guy. I mean,
Just
congratulations
What, they
to the
sent a
guy
good
who
one?
wins.
Hey, shout out to my sister in the chat saying the Chronicles of Farina or Farnia, depends on how you pronounce it. We had a box, and one of my brothers wrote on it, the Chronicles of, and it said Farnia, and we put it up in the china cabinet, and
It's
it sat
actually
there.
hilarious.
It was there for like 10 years.
Should have kept it.
I think my mom might still have it.
That's legendary. I was gonna cut the Farnia talk, but that one actually that was worth it.
The Chronicles of Farnia, dude.
Chronicles of Farnia. Welcome back to Whatever Waits, LiveMoreSports.com. Easy joined by Spin More Action. Chris, Nicholas Koloff, a.k.a. Microwave. Nick, smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. To Charles Holland, Woodward Sports Chat, talking shit about Jared Goff. Listen, brother, if anybody on this show is dismissive of Jared Goff and his ability, he's speaking at this very fucking moment. But let me tell you something. This Detroit Lions offense has everything this guy needs to succeed. He's also been in this Detroit Lions offense for 3+ years with a fucking brilliant guy at home and Ben Johnson. Obviously, this team's the #1 offense in the fucking league right now for a reason.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't care if he's a check down artist. I don't care if he can't throw that thing deep. We got everything he needs to win fucking games. Hurl the insults.
Yeah.
They may or may not be true, but he's still winning games. So suck a dick.
Call him what you want, just don't call him late for dinner, because Jared Goff makes all his appointments. He makes them on time, and I love, I love what he's doing, man. And like we talked about it, dude. Petty Goff is the best.
Chill out
Goff.
at the bake sale.
Yeah, eats the whole enchilada at the bake sale. You know, Petty Goff is the best Goff. When you call him a poor man's Matt Ryan, when you say he's a civilian, he's going to go out there, he's going to dot somebody up. And we saw him do that against the Colts, just putting the ball on time, on target, in the position for his receivers and his weapons to make plays on it. And it's impressive that he continues to do it at this level that we've only seen a handful of quarterbacks perform at. And like his game, although his stature is different, is very comparable with Drew Brees in the later years of Drew Brees when he was breaking all those records for completion percentage, because he just takes what the defense gives him, he hits the ball, gets the ball into the hands of his playmakers, and they make the rest of it happen. Jared Goff has been, nothing short of an MVP this year. You take out one game, and he is by far the MVP frontrunner. So I'm excited to see what he does against
he? I think Saquon might have fucking
I think
snatched that motherfucker
if you
yesterday.
take out the one game, I think he is. If you take out the Houston game, he's the front runner still. And I look at this game coming up on Thursday, just like Dan Campbell wants to win his first Thanksgiving Day game for the Detroit Lions, Jared Goff wants to win his first Thanksgiving Day game for the Detroit Lions. In home, with all the fans there, he wants to be eating that turkey leg. So I'm excited to see what he does out there, man.
Big turkey guy.
Big turkey guy. Shout out Jared Goff.
Now, I think if he beat right now, honestly, I'm not bullshitting. Tell me if I'm crazy. I think it's Saquon.
I don't hate that take at all.
Because Saquon.
If they don't have Saquon, they're
Allen's still in the conversation.
losses.
Saquon, Allen, Goff. Lamar, obviously, if they win tonight, he's back in the conversation too.
Yeah, I need a big game out of Lamar tonight.
For fantasy?
Not only for the hot dog suit.
That's right.
Look at him shaking in his
for
boots.
my bet.
What bet you got?
It's my futures.
Oh,
I got
Ravens.
Baltimore winning the
me
division,
too.
and Pittsburgh lost. So need Baltimore to win. So
How about we had a whole conversation about the NFC West, and I guess we'll do around the league. I'll maybe say that. Is that question on there?
Yeah,
Jesus,
I got some
boys are
NFC
out
West
tonight,
stuff.
boys.
What'd you say?
I have
Boys
a
are
few
out
NFC
tonight,
West
huh?
stuff.
I'll save it then. Or you know what? You want to go around the league and just go over?
Around the league.
Are we cool with that?
We'll just double up
I mean,
on
we can
breaks
just
then.
go to break right now and then come back and do it.
Come
All
back
right,
to
let's
it.
do that.
Let's go to break right now. We'll come back. We'll do Around the League. But first, let me tell you about Planet Fitness. I was in there earlier getting that pump in. Monday's arm day. Actually pretty tight. That kind of hurt a little bit. But you can go to Planet Fitness. There's 50 in Metro Detroit. You get a full body workout in 30 minutes. You got a friendly, knowledgeable staff that'll help you with anything you need. And every membership includes fitness training for no extra cost. But if you want the whole kit and caboodle, if you want everything, all the perks, make sure you upgrade the Black Card to get you some amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,500 locations around the world. Planet Fitness. To join, go in club or online. PlanetFitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi experts, Woodward Sports.
Head on over to woodwardsports.com. Do some shopping today. Everybody's going to be doing shopping for Black Friday, and Woodward Sports has a sale to match at 10% off. Use the code WSN at checkout on woodwardsports.com. Get any of the dopest hoodies, tees, hats, all of that. Best Detroit gear, best Detroit swag in the city. woodwardsports.com.
Throw something in Slack for later.
No, for the hot cereal.
I just want.
Jesus Christ.
I just gotta show the people. Man.
Fucking aid.
You guys
Give
really
the people what they
didn't,
want.
Like eat hot cereal like that?
No. Not a hot cereal guy.
Shit was easy.
But I am
Used to
an
make
NFL guy. Nick, take us around the
breakfast
league.
Christmas morning shit.
Heavyweight huddle.
Fire and ice.
Fire and
Very
ice.
nice.
Who's hot? Who's cold? How you gonna stop them? All right. EAGLES. Eagles blow out the Rams. 37-20.
Good
Three
Lord.
times for Saquon's 302 total yards with 2 tutties. Are the Eagles the second best team in the NFL?
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah. I think
so.
they are. I think I'd take the Eagles over the Chiefs.
I think they take the Eagles
the
over the
Bills.
Chiefs and the Bills. Yeah, that defense is fucking terrifying. Like they really, we have the best offensive line. Thank God for that, because Jalen Carter is a monster.
He is a problem.
He is an absolute problem. I think Baum's been having a great season too, and then they also got freaking a great secondary as well.
Yeah, you got the Ku Klux Clamps back there with Blankenship and Cooper DeJean.
Yep.
Probably the 2 coldest white boys in the defensive association.
Quinyon Mitchell, who
Insane what he's
really
doing.
good.
Darius Slay still doing. He's not what he used to be, but he's still a damn good cornerback. Yeah, their secondary is very strong, man.
Second best team in the NFC, Chris, or in the NFL, Chris.
No, I still got the Chiefs, and I know that it's getting to a dry narrative that they're winning all of these close games. But we just talked about this Eagles team being punched in the mouth, and that being a benefit to the Lions and being an edge that the Lions have. And the Chiefs, this is a team that hasn't been healthy all year. They're getting Pacheco back. Like this is a team that's gutted out close wins. I'd still take them over the Eagles right now because I think they have that championship DNA that the Eagles just don't have. I'm still rocking with the Chiefs as the number 2 team.
Okay.
Oh, that's hype. Keys wisdom. MSU's up 38-25. Halftime in Hawaii. The winner plays Memphis, who beat UConn for the Hawaii Invitational, I believe or the Maui Invitational. So sleep. Go green.
I believe it's the Bills right now, but I think the Eagles are right there at number 3 personally. But moving on, does this close the book on the playoffs for the Rams, their performance last night against a contender in the Eagles?
Yep. Actually, no, because that fucking division is still wide open, dude. Like,
we wrote off Seattle like 2 weeks ago.
But so did the Niners, and so did the Cardinals. So I want to say but there's still they probably got like a 12% chance to make it or something. The division's still wide open.
I still close the book on the Niners, but the Rams maybe can squeak their way in. But I'm not gonna bet on it. I don't think they will. But
Shift God OTC said diabolical nickname. Clarence Spears talked about. That's a funny nickname.
Easy.
Yes.
Seahawks 16, Cardinals 6.
He's telling you to steal through.
NFC, yeah. Which team? All right, which team out of the NFC South or NFC West would you not want to see in the playoffs at home? The Seahawks, the Cardinals, the Rams.
The Seahawks. Always the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Seahawks always put up fucking 40 points on us.
I hate to admit it,
but they're probably the worst out of the 3 teams. I mean, no, they just dogged the Cardinals, but the Seahawks is the team I'd want to see the least.
You are a genius, sir. You want to know their percentage to make the playoffs according to NFL.com?
12%?
11.
Oh, damn, that would have been hype.
What is the rest of that division?
Okay, so let's see as follows. Niners are sitting at 15%,
Really?
and the Cardinals are at 51%. Obviously, the Seahawks are in right now, but they're given a 44% chance. So the probability right now is suggesting that the Cardinals pull it out.
Well, the Rams 11%, you said?
11%.
I would rather see the 49ers in the playoffs than the Seahawks.
The 49ers have a higher thing than the Rams right now?
Yes, that is correct. That is correct.
Probably beat them.
I think the Rams beat the Niners.
49ers have 15%, Rams have 11%.
It's because of that Arizona schedule that we went over last week. It's freaking a cakewalk.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. The Cowgirls had a crazy win on the road, 34-26 against the Commanders.
Yeah.
Yes, this was my lock. And of course it was, because why how does a team lose this way?
That was crazy.
The only thing surprising about this is that I'm not in the hot dog suit, to be honest.
Yeah, you got lucky there for sure. I should have taken the fucking Niners.
Shout out my Seahawks. I was the only one that picked them. 3 losses in a row for the Commanders, fellas. Dan Quinn, Cliff Kingsbury, Jaden Daniels. Who do you blame the most?
Well, Jaden Daniels.
3 losses in a row for the Commanders. Dan Quinn, Cliff Kingsbury, Jaden Daniels. Who do you blame the most?
I can't blame anyone for sure.
They're not supposed to be there.
Yeah, they're not they're over-exceeding
but
expectations.
They should have beat the
by far. With a rookie quarterback,
the
you're gonna have these hookups. They're gonna come at some point in the season. So I can't blame anybody specifically and say, "Oh, you're failing your job." This is what happens with rookie quarterback.
They should have beat the
over-exceeding
Cowboys
by far.
They're a better team than the Cowboys, even with a rookie quarterback.
It's division games,
Cooper
man.
Cooper Rush out there, dude.
Division games. Listen, Detroit Lions been piss poor majority of my life, and I've always seen them grab one against the number 1 seed Green Bay Packers at home or Vikings, whoever it was that year. Like it's how division games go. But I can't blame anyone specifically. No, I think you guys are giving them a little bit too much love. I've been saying that all year. I was like, calm down with the Commanders.
Little rookie started a little too hot.
Yes.
Got everybody's
I think people bought into that way too hard.
Yeah, because he's not even the rookie of the year anymore.
Bo
Nix.
Shout out them Broncos.
Bo
Shout out them
balling.
Broncos.
Yeah.
Y'all called me a madman.
I agreed with you.
All right, fellas.
They did, not you. You're my best friend here.
Best friend here.
Somebody loves the Dolphins in here, and they're rolling 34-15 over the Pats, and now sitting 5-6. I think I just love their offense. I don't know.
When Sue went there, I low-key became a Dolphin fan.
I did not even like them then. I think I just like McDaniel, Tua, Tyreek Hill, Waddle. I mean, and I like Smith right now. I got him in a couple fantasy leagues.
Dude, in
Fellas.
04, I was whooping some ass in a Wildcat formation with Ronnie Brown.
Oh,
yeah, mad, and I was fucking people up.
True. If Tua stays healthy, do the Dolphins make the playoffs? 5 and 6.
5 and 6.
I'd have to look at the rest of their schedule.
They probably have to win out.
Do you have it in front of you by chance?
I got their probability.
What is it?
They go to
answer first.
21%.
Damn.
No.
That's pretty high.
No, that's not what it
Lower.
is. That was my guess.
Oh, it's lower than 20%.
17.
15.
A little lower. 15, yep.
Fellas, they go to the frozen tundra where you know it's been stated this team has a tough time playing in cold
lose
weather.
The Packers.
I got a good feeling about that game,
Of
boys.
course you
I
do.
really do. I might take it
Tua's
straight up.
going to get tackled. He's going to hit that frozen tundra, and his brains are going to scramble again.
You tell me this Miami team.
I can say it. I got
Dude, that was
potato
such a-
brains, too. I'm an ally.
I'm thinking up-down theory, or just a little bit of a down here for the Packers. They just took it to San Francisco.
Short week, primetime game in the cold. I don't know, Nick. I know you're a Dolphins fan. Randomly.
Wait, they play on Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday night.
Nightcap for the
Dolphins play on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, nightcap.
Wow.
I'm actually really looking forward
Dolphins,
to that game.
Packers, huh? So the fucking middle game is
Dallas.
Dallas, New York. What
Yeah.
the fuck,
Hey,
NFL?
I
You
think
gotta
they
fix
think
that.
everybody's going to be
That's what you're
passed out
eating.
from
Yes.
eating.
To be
I
fair,
think everybody's going to
hang
be
out with
eating.
family then. Take that
Yeah.
game off.
Exactly.
True. I do want to see a shit bowl, though. I love a good shit bowl.
Denver,
No, not
29.
that one.
Yeah, I'm going to be
Are
sleeping.
we doing the pick'em on Wednesday and including the Thanksgiving games?
I think we're.
Should we do
Should we-
scores or should we do
we
Thanksgiving
can
Day
do
scores?
a little baby pick'em with the Thanksgiving games?
Yeah.
And like wear a little hot dog on your finger or something.
We'll do like scores or something. We'll do scores or something to
down.
make it more like competitive.
Somebody's got to get a double
it's only
double
3.
shaboing boy, no axle grease if they lose.
That's gonna be a good game. They both come from that Shanahan tree too.
Who, LaFleur and Dan
LaFleur,
Quinn?
yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah,
Daniels.
McDaniels. Yeah, Dan Quinn.
I'm going Packers.
I'm going Packers 100%.
I mean, that was the best game they played all year.
Who are you going?
You fucking know where I'm going.
You're going
Yeah.
Dolphins in
Fins
the
up.
cold on a short week?
Lock.
He hates
Yeah.
the Packers. He picks against the Packers every fucking time.
I
I was
picked
surprised
the
you picked them the Friday.
You going to lock them?
Ball don't lie. Fins up. Let's go.
All
All
right.
right, 29-19. The Broncos. Chris's Broncos
Chris's
take
Broncos.
out Las Vegas in the desert.
As
Fellas,
expected.
does this Broncos team win a playoff game with rookie Bo Nix
Win a
leading them?
playoff game? No.
No, not that.
They'll-
Not in the
they'll-
AFC.
they won't win a playoff game.
The
They'll
AFC's
get
too
the
good.
they'll get the Chargers or somebody like that. No, they'll see probably the Bills.
They'd see the Bills right now, right?
Yeah,
Because it's
no,
2
they're
plays
not.
7, right?
They got a good defense.
That's a game they could win low key.
The Bills?
Because if the cousin jumps out,
Yeah, bro. If the cousin comes out and Josh Allen,
Dude, they've
they have
been
an
letting him play
opportunistic,
concussed,
tough
too.
defense, and it's not like they got a like Justin Herbert.
He's been on tape like going out or getting hit in the helmet, and there's no call up from the doctors. Like if we're watching it as a consumer, we see him getting fucking
Who,
concussed.
Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
And there's letting him play.
CTE fears him.
Honestly, yeah.
He leads with his head every time.
No, they're not
Bo
gonna
Nix
play.
has been cold, but no, I won't give him a playoff win.
They're gonna make the fucking playoffs.
They are going to make the playoffs.
They're gonna make they're gonna make the playoffs over your Fins, Nick.
Maybe. I mean,
Mile
yeah,
high, baby.
they got a lot of work to do, the Fins. But all right, just quick look ahead. What do you guys think the spread is? Fins Packers. Do you guys know it?
I think it's -3.5 Green Bay.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right, Spencer knew it.
No, I did. I swear to God.
That's kind of a gimme.
Yeah.
I almost said six.
Really? I mean, you guys are all saying it's gonna be a blowout here.
No, he said it's gonna be blowout.
We just said we're not taking the Dolphins.
Yeah. The
They
Dolphins don't do
said
well
I
in
was
cold
a
weather.
bad man.
spit zone. Why do you turn into Borat?
Why'd you do the Borat?
I'm just fucking around. I never really said that.
Wow.
All right, Ravens Chargers tonight. The Hard Bowl. Who wins? And if the
you
Chargers
already know.
win, should Jim Harbaugh get Coach of the Year consideration?
Yeah, he definitely should.
Yeah.
I think.
Sean Payton.
I think Mike
the
Tomlin's
conversation.
kind of a lock for Coach of the Year at this point, unless they completely fall off.
You think so?
Losing to the Browns?
I think you got to upgrade a quarterback. He's doing the same shit he did last year.
Yeah, but they're better, and nobody expected. You guys expected
Yeah, they're
them
a
to be in the
3
basement.
seed.
No, he expect the basement.
You expected
I
them to
did.
be
You
in
keep
the
Peyton
basement.
that in your
I was
head.
with you.
You
number
expected
2.
them to be in the basement.
I don't think we did.
I was with you, number 2 in the division.
I mean, yeah, he's going to get some looks. I think the Ravens are going to win, but
Oh, no,
Harbaugh's going to
I
get some
did
looks.
expect him to be in the basement. You're right. No. I'm sorry. Next one's going to be a third.
That's
because of Browns.
Top of the stairs.
Yeah. They're on the stairs.
He's halfway down the stairs. I think the Ravens are going to win, obviously, but
they picked them.
Harbaugh will get Coach of the Year looks either way.
Absolutely should be getting Coach of the Year looks. Like
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton took the team last year. Still bad, right? Had another year. Now they're doing good. Jim Harbaugh, right away. Right away. To be fair, though,
what he always
you have
does.
Justin fucking Herbert.
Yeah.
That's going to
and a pretty
help
good
expedite
defense.
things, yeah. No, defense is shit. I think the Raiders hit like a fucking all-time record on for points scored last year.
Yeah, they did.
And
Everybody was
pieces.
hurt. I mean, Derwin James was out.
I like Derwin. I love Derwin.
Derwin James is
He's one of my
awesome,
favorite guys
but
to
he
watch.
can't stay healthy.
No, he can't.
Fellas, last one
Remember when he
here.
body slammed Chelsea?
Chiefs 30, Panthers 27. A, what's wrong with the Chiefs? And B, is Bryce Young back?
The Chiefs, what's wrong with the Chiefs is they're fat and sassy.
Yeah.
They got a little too big for their britches there. And they said we can do this without receivers. We can do this without running backs. We have Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. What else do we need? And now Travis Kelce is a pop star and Patrick Mahomes is still Kermit. So, it comes down to the fact that you do still need weapons in this league. And Patrick Mahomes doesn't have any. So they're not what they used to be offensively. Their defense is still great. But I don't know. Is it great? They just got dotted up by fucking Bryce Young.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm
Their
saying.
passing defense and overall efficiency ranks 21st in the league before.
yeah, so now they
game.
got a mid defense and they're literally relying on Patrick Mahomes to save them every fourth quarter, and he has been. But
Dude, how the fuck, like 160-yard
I
run?
said the Chiefs weren't going to win a playoff game this year, and you called me a madman. So I'm
You
sticking with
still might be a madman.
It's crazy. It's crazy
Still
that
might be a madman.
Mahomes. This team is 10-1, and Mahomes probably won't throw 4,000 yards this season. Like that's nuts.
crazy.
That is weird.
Is Bryce
is
Young
really
back?
nuts.
Yes or no around the room?
Yeah,
No,
I
dude,
picked the
he's
Panthers
tiny.
2 weeks in a row. Bryce Young's definitely back.
Was he ever here? Like, is he here? I'll
Back
say
from
he's here.
college.
Back.
I'll say he's here.
Bro's got some lift in his boots. I'll give him that.
He might be 5'2", but he can throw that ball.
It's like 5 touchdowns or 3 interceptions. That's what, yeah. Maybe he found his footing.
We did blow the brakes off the Panthers.
And
And
that
shout out
was,
Dave Canales, their coach, helping Bryce Young become what he is now.
yeah, that was the heavyweight huddle. Let's go.
Shout out.
That was a hell of a heavyweight huddle.
Yeah, good shit, Nick. What's the read? I folded all my papers up.
New Holland.
New Holland.
New Holland Brewing Company and the Taller Long Drink. If you want a delicious gin-based cocktail made with real grapefruit puree, look no further than the Taller Long Drink from New Holland Brewing Company. Distilled here in Michigan, so support local and just enjoy the best drink of the game. Taller Long Drink from New Holland Brewing Company.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and WoodwardSports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Sabbath Coffee Roasters. Would you like delicious, locally roasted specialty coffee dropped off of your doorstep? Just subscribe
Would
to
I?
SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com. Use code word Woodward to get 25% off your first order. Sabbath Coffee Roasters. Wake up, enjoy game day, and start your day off right with Sabbath Coffee Roasters.
Chris,
Yes.
Cash?
what the fuck
that
is
money?
going on with the
That's
Pistons?
not money.
They're dead.
They should get spending out there.
They're running into a roadblock like you would expect all of these guys that were kind of castaways by their team. They're going to go through stretches and lulls in the season, and your best player is hurt. Like I'm not too really worried. Again, I'm focused on Jalen Duren. Get it together, because not only it was one thing when the team was better defensively with Isaiah Stewart on the floor, but now the numbers are Isaiah Stewart, the team is better with him on the floor offensively too. Like Jalen Duren is a key piece of this team. Obviously, Kate Cunningham has to be healthy. That's first and foremost to anything, and that's been a part of these recent games. But it is Tim Hardaway Jr. has not looked the same coming back. Tobias hasn't gotten his footing right. These are all role players. These are all guys that the reason they're on this team is because they can't do what they've been doing consistently. Malik Beasley can give you 2 hot weeks, but then he's going to go through a cold stretch. But that's because he's supposed to be your 8th best player, not your 2nd best player. Yeah. That's what this team is right now. It is what it is. They're going to go through these kind of stretches, but they're also going to turn around. These guys are going to get hot too, so it's going to be that type of season.
More importantly, throw that picture up, Chris.
Throw it up.
Which picture?
The one I sent in Slack.
All right, let me grab it.
This motherfucker. I told him 40 minutes
We
ago.
have an actual conversation. What would you
He
do
didn't even
that?
have it in the system.
We don't care about the hot cereal.
I want to see the hot cereal.
Jesus Christ! You talking about the Pistons?
You asked him what's wrong with the Pistons. What's wrong with the Pistons? Kate Cunningham's hurt. That's what's wrong with the Pistons.
Yeah, I wanted him to admit Jaden Ivey.
Oh, you sent it to yourself.
It, but,
Okay.
whatever.
Pistons have dropped 3 straight. Red Wings have dropped 4 of 5. Which team needs this win more tonight?
The Pistons. I don't care about the Red Wings.
Damn, I've never thought I'd see the day.
They're fucking. They got to fire Newsy. They're not making the playoffs this year. The Pistons still can.
Damn.
That's fair.
Just a year ago, just a couple months ago, Spencer was saying, "Who cares about the Pistons? It's all about the Red Wings."
I mean, yeah,
Well,
when you win
that's
14
where we were
games,
at. Yeah, I'm with them.
nobody
that.
fucking cares about
The
you.
Red Wings are a game
That's
away from
just
making the
common
playoffs
sense.
last year.
Yeah, no,
But now it's almost still fuck the Pistons.
The skates on the other foot.
Who do you think deserves it more or needs it more?
Both these teams are cooked, bro.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. They
Red
need
Wings
to
are
beat the Raptors. I'll tell you that. Like, I thought they were going to beat the Hornets. They didn't. I thought they were going to beat the Bulls. They didn't. So right when I thought they were turning a corner, they lose 3 straight. And give me all the way back in. You know, I'm trying here.
Is there a timeline for Cade though?
No, he's out. He's out right now. He was day to day and downgraded to out. Here is Spencer Cereal.
Yeah, you know what would help the Pistons if they start every morning off with a nice bowl of cocoa wheats.
Yeah, but
you never had cocoa wheats? You've never
I've
seen this
heard
box?
of it, but I've never
Because you
had
see
it.
they got the box on the box, so you can look into that box, and they got the box on that box.
Those were always my favorite cereal boxes.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
that's the best one, and that's good. It's good. You throw, you make them, and then I drop a couple ice cubes in there because they'd be too hot.
The Red Wings haven't scored 3+ points at home since September.
No, they suck, dude. They're bad. They're not a good team.
Also, fuck everybody who was calling into question. Once more, another fuck you because we did it on Friday too.
Mm-hmm.
Darren fucking McCarty.
Yep.
One more time. Darren fucking McCarty and Terry Foster's credibility or sources. I don't know where they heard that. By the way, all the dumbasses like, well, how were they gonna sign Stamkos when they signed fucking
Tarasenko.
Yeah.
Tarasenko signed 2 days after.
Dumbasses.
Meaning they wanted to sign Stamkos.
Yeah.
Pizza,
Fucking
bitch.
Cousins, almost said it.
Cousins for sure.
Fucking
and Xavier D. It's not gruel. All right. Gruel has a bad connotation on it, and I don't appreciate that verbiage. It's hot cereal.
I don't know, dude.
Well,
Cade
that'll
never
do it
played in
for-
a 70-year no Dern. Ivy has done it both years. Keys of Wisdom trying to fucking Cade for Ivy right now.
I don't know.
What are we doing?
What has Ivy done?
This was a good show. Don't let him ruin it.
That'll do it for us today. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you smash the like button. For Easy, Nick, Chris, I am Spencer with the Heavyweights. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.